What's up? I am your one and only Thirsty Bay. It's your boy Tug. This is my brother Tim. This is my other brother Justin. We call him Head. And that's the nephew over there, Mike. If y'all ain't been following us, make sure that you follow them on all of their social media. They're not on social media, never mind. But I am though. Y'all make sure that you follow me everywhere. If they'll tell you where to follow them later on if they want to get followed. But in the meantime, and in between time, we got some shit to talk about, y'all. So tap in, tune in, slide in, come and holla for $1, and all that good shit. Y'all need to jump onto y'all phones and onto the stream and share the shit from there. I don't know how to do that. Get first start with step number 1. Getting on that phone.
Sharing how. Sounds like too much work. I was gonna just be able to sit right there and talk shit.
You already got to share first. Tug swag.
What am I sharing it on? I don't have anything.
Share it to anybody. It's about the algorithm. The algorithm how the share button are getting pushed. That is what it's about. What is it? T-O-O-G-S-W-A-D. Tug swag.
Is it on your channel? Oh, I'm on here right now. Look.
Can you hear it? Can you hear anything or no?
Oh, that's a thumbnail. Why is there a lag though? Where's my show? I'm watching it though. I'm watching it. It shows you watching your phone, not the screen. I said 0.
All right. Audio stinks. So, solution to that is
Where you're watching.
you guys turn your sound off. Where that feedback is coming from.
I was trying to tell you something. Podcast and no podcast. JFK Jr. He's on. His podcast. The new ones are trying to get in there.
And also, you gotta think about, yeah, you said JFK Jr.
JFK Jr. His uncle. His pops. The cousin.
What was his? The one that died in the plane. What was his name? What was that? John F. Kennedy Jr.
That might have been a cousin. I don't know. But even if okay, so there's peripheral people, but the main ones who got into politics all got killed. Yeah. Except that one dude, that one Kennedy that just died from old age. He must have made a deal with somebody like, look, I'm just gonna ride this out. Ride this out.
That's the same dude. You saw Joe Rogan talk about how he's like fighting the Monsanto shit.
Like, bro, everything he's talking
He's
about.
trying to die.
Yeah, he's
Everything he's talking about doing as a president.
like, yeah, like John F. Kennedy, but like
Has he not studied his family's history? Like, do they all just think like, but I'm gonna be the first one? Not me though. Is he Catholic?
I don't know.
He is?
Guarantee it, they all are.
Okay, so he's for sure dead.
Sure.
He might actually be the original John Kennedy though. Like somehow didn't die now he's Catholic. Like that's how weird it's about to get.
The same way.
That's why it sounds like that. So it sounds like he got shot in the throat because he did.
Yeah, how can that's the same guy?
Everybody actually somebody bullying you for your lunch money? Always ready. See, if you're a Kennedy, you have to like confront this assassination thing. You're like, I'm gonna die any day. Every speech is like, this could be the one I'm gonna die.
He said, bro, that's why he was like, I'm gonna abolish the FBI and the CIA because they both want to fall for murder and murder.
And start every speech. I'm gonna say this first because I might die before the end of the speech. You look shady. You look shady. There's a lot of people here might kill me. I don't know. And then just. No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying that like everyone can do that. I mean, obviously, but
Well, did you see his cellmate? That motherfucker looks huge, bro. His arm was big enough to do this and probably break his neck. Like yeah. And he's an ex-New York cop.
the guy in the cell.
His cellie was they fucking got busted for killing motherfuckers on duty and shit. Or as a peace officer.
I don't. The whole Epstein thing. I don't mind what happened to him. I'm not.
This don't work.
No, the powers that be. Because, like, bro, to be real, how do you get charged with the charges? Like, Ghislaine or whatever her name is, the guy that
Ghislaine
charged after
Maxwell.
he died. How the fuck do you get those charges, but they never prove who you trafficked to? You get charged for trafficking, but they don't say this is who you were trafficking to.
Bro, J.P. Morgan Chase, the biggest bank in the world, is paying like $300-400 million for unknown reasons. Like, what did you do? Like, there's so many people that are like involved, but there's no clearly like, what did you do? Like,
all I know is when I looked at the flight manifest, it was real interesting to see the names on there.
I think that was they said that was the real one though. The one that like Bill Clinton like 4 times.
Oh,
Bill Clinton was in there.
Obama,
that.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Eminem, Cyndi Lauper, fucking like Elton John.
But honestly, okay.
All right. Let me ask you this question though. Do we believe just because you were on Epstein Island that you were fucking kids though?
No.
So who didn't? So who was on the island and wasn't fucking the kids?
What I believe,
Because that's what everybody's gonna say. Is I was there, but I didn't fuck no kids.
what I believe is they actually had the island. They have their secret meetings about.
Ask the kids.
What's more
I think it
probable
was
than
the
someone like that?
Why can't we ask the kids?
Why? You know what kids you can't? You know why you can't ask the kids?
They're dead.
No, they're not.
Well, a few of them, I'm
You know
sure
who? You know who 2 of them are? They look like Michael. They're twins. The Island Boys. The Island Boys were literally Epstein kids from Epstein Island. That's what got them the name Island Boys. Huh? I believe it. I believe it. They was in there.
I think those fools are just a bunch of fakers that got famous on fucking.
There's a strong possibility
I
too.
seen one of them get beat down by his girlfriend in the backseat.
Also another strong possibility. They won't let me change the orientation on this shit. No, that's the
I
orientation,
don't want to
Michael.
hear nothing about me not doing my homework. Because some of this stuff should have been troubleshooting before the game time.
Don't know what to tell you.
And I did homework. I tried to be spontaneous.
You didn't do any homework at all. You don't even know who Andrew Tate is.
I know now who he is.
All right, let's try this again. And there we just don't have enough of the frame.
What about if we move the configuration somehow?
What about?
Michael, you're going to have to sit on your uncle's lap like you guys are kids. Lap up. Sit.
What about if we... Why don't we just see if they'll leave the pool? I don't know where you guys get the fuck out of the pool area.
Can any of you swim? None of you can swim anyway. Get the fuck out of here.
Not even
With your
swimming.
silly ass fucking floaties, all you're doing is yelling in the water. You can go in the bathroom. Go at home, put your fucking water wings on in the bathtub. The water's just as cold. Get your ass in there and splash your sister in there. All right, Lucinda? That's what her name is. I heard her mom call her that. Lucy?
What about the Saudis buying golf?
What about the Saudis buying everything?
Bro, they started Live Golf. And then somehow PGA and them got into a battle. And last week, PGA was like, all right, we're going to merge with them. And the Sheik dude, the Abdul Solomon dude, is the chairman. So whatever anybody, look at any hierarchy, his name's at the top. I don't understand how golf doesn't have money. Isn't it made by people with money?
Yeah, not Saudi money.
You gotta define what golf money is.
Yeah, define what
Bro, Tiger Woods worth $1 billion.
Yeah, and the Saudis are worth like hundreds of trillions. Like, it's,
yeah.
But the Saudis are worth so much money, they're buying sports.
Yeah.
They're like, they bought all of the soccer players.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they could buy the whole NBA. They could buy every single player and pay them quadruple what their salary is. They just come and play for us. Fuck them, come play for us.
They offered Messi like $400 million a year.
Yeah.
And he turned it down.
I never.
He's gonna get a deal he's got now is probably like I said, almost $2 billion.
I was about to tie into that because he's got it. Not only is he getting paid by the team and ownership, somehow he has Apple involved. Like, I get a chunk of your revenue from filming the team, the games. Adidas, somehow you owe me now. Like, heck of people that are not even the team.
Part of that team that he's on. Like, part of that. And like, they said at the end of his deal, once he's like, gets paid fully, he'll be like, no,
but I still don't know anybody that watches American soccer.
But think about
I
that.
don't know one person.
But think about,
you know anybody?
No, I thought about the same thing though. And, but when you bring Messi, you bring all that shit with Messi. You know what I mean? You bring all of those guys.
It's because American soccer sucks.
It does.
But look, they did the same thing with Beckham 10 years ago.
Exactly.
We don't put any money into the fucking sport. That's why the shit sucks.
We don't care about it. We have a hierarchy of sports, and we just don't like football, basketball, baseball, hockey. That's the sports we play. If we want to dabble, well, maybe watch some golf. We don't go outside of that. If we're going to go outside of that, it's like UFC, maybe a boxing match. We don't have we're already full. Our schedule's full. And then if you add those same sports, college versions.
All right. let me check this out real quick. So,
we're still live. I see it on mine.
Yeah, we're still alive. We're still alive. We're going to be live. Anything that's not, don't stop.
Well, you turn the thing around, and now I don't know what's going on over there.
It's looking at you still. Look at your phone.
That's why I just prop my phone up. See what's going on. He's over here writing an essay with a term paper.
I'm trying to get on this little Wi-Fi, but he said this fucking shit was wrong.
The Wi-Fi on your phone.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Probably do whatever fucking day for them. Might as well do it for myself. Like, we going to school shit. We get throwing the hospital for good.
I don't feel like this show is being hosted right now. Who's the host? Lead me. What are we talking about?
You're talking about shit. This is called the pregame. Again, if you would have done any of your research, if you would have watched the one podcast that I have, you would have seen very loud and clear. It says pregame and an actual podcast.
I saw the big on one. There's no pregame.
The pregame.
Now you're just making up words.
No, they just start talking shit like this.
Just kick it for a little bit, get warmed up.
It's like, all right, let's start the show.
That's exactly how it goes down.
All right.
Pregame.
Well,
Some topics. Everything we talked about right now is on a topic sheet. So let's talk about food. Shit.
John Ryan.
All right,
he's
so
not even as
I'm
good
gonna hit
as
you with
people
this.
are making him out to be.
So
Take out his
this is gonna be.
dunks.
No. If you take out his spectacular almost fucking dunks, and he doesn't even the
Half
crazy
of them don't
ones.
even make them. I know.
Yeah, the crazy ones like, oh my god, if that would have like that's all.
Who y'all talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even like as good of a basketball player as people act. It's just crazy how he dunks. Like his dunks are crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but like his actual numbers are not.
Point, he's just going to wind up injuring himself. I hate to say that because he just goes in so controlled, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not built for like that's not that kind of dunking. You need to be LeBron size.
Trying to go hard. Like that fool almost folded his hand to his elbow.
Hey, but that's why I also got to give LeBron props because he's been climbing on people for 20 years and somehow just doesn't get hurt.
Because he spends over $1 million in the offseason to keep his body right.
Hey, but you know what?
Little stem cells here, little stem cells
Hey,
there.
Look at the return on that investment he's gotten.
No, that's what I'm saying. Bro, if you're spending 1% of what you make yearly, because you know he pulls in at least $100 million a year, if not.
And his income is increasing, right? He's making money.
You know, so spending $1 million on yourself in the off season is less than 1% of what you
Maybe
make.
he makes like $100 million a night. Manchester United, like all this, like
He bought a pickleball team.
yeah.
What's going on with pickleball?
I don't know.
I thought it was like just old people play that
Are
shit.
people, is this starting to be a
No,
thing
it's like
now?
there's a whole league.
This is
going
like
on.
a
What
thing
the
now.
fuck is pickleball?
Like Tom Brady,
It's
LeBron
like
James are
badminton,
buying.
tennis.
It's like a new thing.
No, it's not. It's
But like
fucking
rich-
wiffle ball, baseball.
Like rich,
Okay,
influential
that's not the
people
pickleball, I know that.
are buying
Yeah,
teams.
Because the pickleball that's played when I was going to work up Hazel was like a bunch of old people with these little look like ping pong things in their hand, and fucking they were hit like it was 4 people on a tennis court going back and forth.
This shit is.
But then I did see what you were talking about the other day, but I didn't know it was pickleball.
It's like a whole
It's
league.
blowing up, and I don't understand why.
No, because people talk shit to each other at it.
It's
That's what I
literally,
saw.
I think what it was like some guys, like these guys literally started a league. They got like they put it on Instagram, it's like marketing and shit, and like they had like a whole draft for it. Like they drafted all their friends, different teams, and like they got like uniforms and shit now.
If you can start up a new sport and be the one that starts the league, you're going to get held.
You guys want to try to buy Jordan's piece of Charlotte? Sell them.
So I sold it. I think J. Cole got in on it.
Here goes a little bit of research for you right here. Yeah. Since you don't know who Andrew Tate is, I'll put on some of his little motivational type shit that he says. This is the type of shit that he says.
So we're all in on eat today. Emory, Andrew Tate.
Oh,
Eat. Come on, man.
I was dealing with the technical aspects.
Not 5 people watching. Somebody watching us. It's not us.
You're welcome for those 2 views.
Oh, you got it too?
Yeah.
As only luck has kept you fully able-bodied, sitting there, capable of learning and listening to become. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely important. All of you are athletes. I don't think you understand that bacteria could have stolen your eyesight at the age of fucking 30. You could have been in a car crash at 4 years old and lost your legs. You have any understanding of how lucky you have been. This is pure luck. There's only luck has kept you fully able-bodied, sitting there, capable of learning and listening to
Tell me he's not British? Baldy?
Accent, but he's done.
Every single person here is about to tell you a story of hardship. I would actually guarantee that most of the people watching this podcast that are smart than most of us. 100%. And here we are,
paying attention?
What do I do? I'm all handsome. I'm uninterested.
Or are you having a conversation? This is the research that you're supposed to be doing.
This is research.
It's literally research. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about if you don't listen. You guys are talking when you're supposed to be listening. Again, this is the part where you shut the fuck up and you listen. Jesus Christ. This is called a reaction portion. Shut the fuck up and you just react.
I'm reacting.
You only react a little bit so everybody can still hear the shit.
We're still his shine. Let him shine.
Oh, no, there's no shine. There's no shine. That's a
Let
fucking
him shine.
flat. That is a flat ass turd already.
It literally says motivational speech.
If I was only 6'3" and didn't achieve any of the other things I've achieved, none of you would be watching this podcast right now. Nothing about the hype is in and of itself a value.
Research on Andrew Tate.
As a man who built a value, you are born in this country, you serve the ideal of
It's gonna make me do so many quick.
We complain about it. It's a feminine frame.
I'm so freaking motivated.
Give me a punching bag. And funny and charismatic and interesting and witty. If you're 6'4", you become rich, strong, well connected. It's the same game. So to sit there and complain about it is asinine. There's not many truly, like, if you put effort into the universe, it's really the second law. Like, you can lots of things. People always say, oh, I wish I had something to work on. You work hard on it. To me, the most jackass thing. If you truly work your ass off, it's difficult for kind of negative. I mean, who knows, right? My point is that it's very hard to find truly negative energy that's going on in the same direction. It's hard to say, I'm working my ass off for X and to make my life worse. Motivation is good. Motivation is not very disciplined. I do not feel like training, but I still train. I'm a disciplined individual. You don't get to go through life only doing the things you feel like doing. As a man, you get to do the things you're supposed to do. Because what we said earlier is absolutely true. It's player versus play. And two, when I was 20, me and my girlfriend broke up. I was with 4 years. I couldn't sleep. And this is before social media. You couldn't just chase it. She's gone now. She moved. I didn't know where she lived. I couldn't sleep. Now, it wasn't like I was crying my eyes out, but I was just, where's my hoe at? I couldn't sleep. There's something else to do. There's something else to do.
If you got too much muscle, you lose speed. You know, like.
So that's Andrew Tate.
All right, I'm ready. Let's podcast. So, look. So what's the criticism of Andrew Tate?
Now, if you would have fucking paid attention to the
I
fucking
did
words that
listen
were
to
coming
the
out of
video.
your mouth, motherfucker, you would have been able to actually hear the shits that gets chopped the fuck up. But, of course, you got fucking A and all of the D's behind it with some H's in there, too. You can't fucking pay attention to shit. That's why your ass resisted a cell phone for so fucking long. Because you already knew as soon as the cell phone came, it was going to be a wrap for you. It was going to be over.
He said 6'2". He said asinine. He said asinine, 6'2".
That's all you heard.
Rich. Discipline.
So he is a motivational speaker for kids between the age of like 12 to fucking 30. Young men. The basis of his shit is get the fuck off your lazy ass. Stop jacking off and watching fucking porn. Don't be a fucking loser. Stop making excuses about being depressed. I don't believe in depression. He says, I don't believe in depression as a diagnosis. I believe in depression as a situational thing. You're only depressed because you're sad. You're not sad because you're depressed. You're depressed because your life is shit. If your life was better, you wouldn't be sad. It's situational depression. And in most cases, I believe that he's correct.
Yeah, I mean, depression, sadness, your body feels that way for a reason. It's unhappy with the situation.
What's all the fucking shit you're releasing? Like anxiety, if you're sad, if you're stressed out, if you're anxious.
Top G? Yeah, we're talking about Top G coded niche. Look, you over there knowing about the Top G, calling him out by name and everything. I like that dude. Like, for real, his message is Be a man of your fucking legacy. Take care of your family. Work hard. Don't break the motherfucker says, don't break the law and don't do drugs.
Yeah, that's why he likes Dubai.
He says, don't do drugs.
He lives in Dubai.
Yeah.
He was raised a Christian and he's recently converted to Muslim.
He was living in Romania.
They threw him in jail for sex trafficking charges. They tried to Bill Cosby this motherfucker.
Bro, you want to know what
They called 2,000. Yes.
The boyfriend said that he's holding these chicks hostage.
One of their so here's what happened.
Jealous boyfriend.
That's exactly what it was. So what happened was the bitch. No, it wasn't the jealous boyfriend. The bitch lied. So the boyfriend sees him on Instagram Live, and it's like, bitch, did I just see you on Instagram Live? And she's like, oh my God, I'm over here. I swear to God, but I can't get out of here. They're on me late. And then he calls the fucking embassy. They got my bitch, man. Later on, they see this bitch eating pizza and dancing in the motherfucking in the house.
Not looking like she's at all fucking
Pizza.
I think they were like asking her, like, you ready to go or some shit.
I bet you it was a specialty pizza too.
She was literally outside dumping the pizza boxes. She went outside, threw the pizza boxes out, came back inside. Bitch, she could have just kept on running down the street. She was out the gate.
You were out.
Yeah, it was something like
She wasn't finna leave. Top G was back on the inside. What you talking about? So that's what he's accused of: sex trafficking and all kind of shit. Because him and his brother used to run a internet website called myfreecams.com. Actually, it was a member of that site. Ain't gonna lie, myfreecams.com. This is back when I lived on Bonita in the front. Swear to God.
This is about to take the turn in the conversation. So I'm not even going to go into that right
You wrote my free cams too.
I'm not even getting into that.
Oh yeah. So the chicks accuse him of. The chicks don't accuse him of anything. They pull 3 chicks' names out of a hat. They go and arrest the fool. The chicks all come back and say, "Hey, we never said that." Immediately, the people on the paperwork say, "We ain't say that. He ain't do nothing to us. We fucks with it." And they were like, "No, we're gonna investigate anyway." And they were like, "Well, we're telling you right now, he didn't do anything. That's our friend." And then out of nowhere, the BBC gets a story from this chick named Sophie, who claims all of this horrible shit that Andrew did, but at the same time, she never goes to the police to file charges. So the BBC just takes Sophie's story and runs with it.
assassinate your character.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Media links too. By the way, though, you're not in the shot right now. You have to come over a little bit.
I see it's turned though.
You guys are all acting like
Look at it.
never touched a knee before.
I don't touch knees. Don't touch my knee.
So we gotta have a knee chain going over here, man.
All right. Let's get switched on.
Science.
Where's my phone? Here's my phone. All right, y'all.
So one, do you think he's doing anything wrong?
But look, if you go against the grain,
Multi-millionaire.
But what's going against the grain by telling young men to get up and stand up?
that's against the
That's
grain.
the whole point, though. It's like if that was the whole toxic masculinity. Like they're trying to push that shit on people who are just men or alpha men type of guys, you know.
Anything-
you can't be that.
If you any agenda you have that emasculates men, you're gonna get promoted. You're with the grain.
So
If you
but
if you're not doing that, then you're against the grain. It's straight up.
so people are talking about equality, then how is it all good shitting on a man?
That's not what equality means.
That's not equality out there to the world.
Equality means propping up,
Women.
select, whatever the chosen person is.
So you mean to tell me that men are already propped up, so we gotta prop other people up to make them equal to that?
Listen,
You gotta put them above that. That's equality.
Hold on real quick. Let me ask you a question real quick. So, I'm on Vigo the other night. Chicken in the comments says, "Women run the world." Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Wait. Fair enough. But since you guys run the world, when the fuck are you gonna apologize for this shit being all fucked up like it is right now? Because this shit's fucked up. Oh no, this shit's fucked up.
That was
But what did Beyonce say? Who run the world? Girls. Who ran the world to the ground? You're in charge. You run the world, right? You run the world, right? Pussy power, right? So how come you got everything all fucked up like this? Why you running the motherfucking world? You're not running the world. You running your mouth. Who run their mouth and don't do nothing about it? Y'all gotta stop that shit.
But also, who runs the world? An amalgamation of trillions and trillions of events and decisions.
You say who runs the
By
world?
animals,
Money.
people. But it's
Money
just so
runs the world.
many, a confluence of so many factors. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody can, no entity or organization can claim running the world. You can have an influence on a tiny little part of it. That's
I totally off subject. I think that there's some sort of global conspiracy that's way much larger than just the Illuminati shit that we think is going on here in America. Like if we think that
Illuminati ain't shit because we know about it.
right, but I think that that's just our branch of the World Conspiracy Forum, whatever the World Conspiracy Forum thing is. I think that ours is just the shittiest branch because we don't know what to heard of. You feel me? Over on the other side of we don't know who they are over there. Well, those are all people that are true. Those are all right people. But where's their Bilderberg groups all over there? Where's their fucking?
Well, Bilderberg groups are people from all over the world.
Yeah.
That's
everybody.
I thought all that shit was started out here.
No, it's out here.
They have meetings here or
Yeah,
that's what I'm
together
saying.
in other countries.
Yeah.
Bro, South America, they've been together in all different
Yeah, it's like
I thought they always did that shit at Orange Grove or how they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
all that, bro. You're talking about
Scotland
Bohemian
Grove.
Grove?
Yeah.
No, that's where all the government, like our dudes, go
Yeah.
when they're off on, what is that, in July, when they take the 2 weeks off.
When a rum spring at.
And they go out there and supposedly fucking go on retreats. But it's like, nah, they fucking, you don't think they plan with American, like, top corporate dudes go there too to make a whole plan of the next year or how we want to mold things for the next year?
But my thing is, how is centralizing power a conspiracy? If you get together with some homies and you guys
Well, it's
happen
only
to
a conspiracy
make
to
some
the people
moves
outside of it, not
Yeah.
knowing what's going on.
you're like, you didn't tell me what's going on. I don't have to tell you.
So what is a conspiracy?
How is that a
Is
conspiracy?
the act of conspiring. That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, to me,
So
now,
it's no
conspiracy.
We
No
sit here and we
conspiracy's
have-
been
So we're
flipping
making a
around and just-
podcast
Say
conspiracy.
doesn't mean it's not
If
true.
you believe something is weird or people are doing, they turn that you're the one thinking there's a conspiracy.
That's good.
You know, like they flip it around.
I just don't think groups that run the world have always been like a conspiracy. That's not a conspiracy. That's just people who got together and used the power that they have.
It's a real thing. All
Like,
right, look, I got another one for you right here.
How do you
Yeah, I guess what's that fucking movie called? It's like a marketing agency basically, but it's like a guy. He's like in it or whatever. He like gets too deep and he fucking doesn't like how it turns out. But in the movie, it's like fucking like he markets like a fucking like a fast food restaurant, and then on the top of the fucking restaurant, monsters grow out of the fucking the place where the restaurant, the food restaurant. When like it's like people that have like a monster attached to them and shit, and it's like fucking food is killing them and all that shit. But in the movie, basically, it was like all the top marketing people, like from fucking all these companies, McDonald's, all that shit, they get together in a place, and they go out every year and they fucking sit down and have like a conference how they're gonna fucking market the world.
They all do. They call that trade associations.
Yeah, and then they'll fucking be like, all right, we're gonna have this battle with you
Not a
guys
conspiracy.
in fucking October, and we're gonna fucking go against each other. You guys are gonna win it, and you guys are gonna make this much money, but we're gonna make this much money at the end of the year. At the end of the year, it was fucking great.
Well, that's how you maintain your market share. That's how you maintain your active.
I was reading about companies that will make one product expensive, not even wanting to sell that product, just so they can make another product that's cheaper. So you feel like you have a choice, like I'll never buy that one, and then you buy the cheaper one that they originally wanted you to buy.
They own anyway.
They literally created the other product just to make you buy the first product.
Direction of the other product.
Because if they would have just made the cheaper ones, like, I don't have a choice. But now if I made two, if I made one expensive and one cheap, you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy that one.
When I look at that, all I do is think about drug dealing and shit. You always gotta have something because you want to move this shit. The shit you got a lot of, this is way more expensive. The shit you don't have a lot of is cheaper because you want to move the shit that you have a lot of.
Yeah.
That's
Period.
Japan.
Yeah.
But that's so, bro. Make a beer that's fucking $20 and make a beer that's $2 and sell 25 million beers over the maybe 100,000. You still sell $20 beers. You know.
Yeah.
And it's
All right,
just.
y'all. We finished jumping into topics.
We're in the topics. This is exciting stuff. We're already in it.
Definitely not the topics.
Look at how many people watching.
All of
Four.
all of us, and one guy.
All right, so we got. Do you know what I said? Or do you know what I meant when I said, as the first topic, the circular traits of a legacy man?
Bro, I couldn't even find shit about that. I made that up. I figured. It even popped up Hogwarts. All this shit. That
Right.
I was like,
All right, so what are the circular traits? What are circular traits? Traits that are recurring, right? It's like literally it's a fucking circle when it comes to these traits, right? So this is kind of how I define a legacy man, a man that is of value, a man that is of worth, a good man, right? Not necessarily a high value man, not a rich motherfucker, nothing like that. But a dude that's actually working on his shit. He's going to actually be something one day. Motherfuckers will remember his legacy. He's making successful moves. He's on his way, right? So here goes the traits of him and himself. I'm going to read them off and I'm going to start with your text. So first, honor, duty, respect, indomitable spirit, right? A dog-ass motherfucking spirit. Integrity, wisdom, kindness, compassion, empathy for the naturally weak, and apathy for the lazy. Now, there's two things in there that you notice that I might not have said, which might be shocking to some people, which are protection and provision, which most men are supposed to do for their families, right? But if you are number one, an honorable man, here's where the circle starts, then you realize that number two, it is your duty to protect and to provide for your family, and that's when you're going to get the respect. And you'll have that respect from your family and from people around you, which will then in turn fuel your indomitable spirit to keep on going with integrity. That means you're going to do this shit even when nobody else is fucking there. You're still going to fucking do that shit, which is in turn going to give you wisdom. The wisdom to be kinder to the motherfuckers that you were fucking ruder to before and be compassionate towards those motherfuckers, right? And be empathetic towards the people that are just naturally weak. You realize, all right, I get it now. You're just naturally weak like that. I know now that I have to protect you. You're now a part of my clan. And I'm even more fucking apathetic to these lazy motherfuckers out here that can't do shit for themselves. That right there is the circular trait of a legacy.
so why do you have to have apathy for lazy people?
You know what apathy is? It's the opposite of empathy. Empathy is I feel sorry for you. Apathy is fuck you.
So
I don't feel anything for you. Straight up. It's
Apathy is
yeah,
actually
it's because and
a
that's
lack of
apathetic.
anything. And I don't even feel anything towards you.
Yes. That's what apathy is. It's fuck you. I don't want to hear your fucking excuses. Period. Point blank. That's what that is. Shut the fuck
But
up.
you know what I would add to that? That's a good list, man. But I would add one word to that list. Loyalty.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Because you have to have loyalty.
So who?
Your
That's
clan.
honor. That's honor. You have to. So look. Here's the thing. So look. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Right. So loyalty is something that goes upwards to you. Your people are loyal to you as the head of your clan, right? You're not loyal to them. You're doing all of this
But
shit
what
for
if
them.
there's another
Listen,
clan out?
you're doing all of this. You're gonna be loyal to that other clan? No, you're gonna have clan wars and then fucking trade against each other. That's where this loyalty comes in at, because you are honorable. When you are an honorable man, You don't have to worry about loyalty. It's gonna be there. You don't have to worry about fear because motherfuckers are gonna fucking fear you because they respect you.
Now I get we can semantically dissect the definition of words.
I've thought
What
about
I'm saying is, to me, loyalty and honor are different. And all the words, the only ones that overlap could be honor and loyalty. Honor, like I can honorably break up with my chick, but I'm not loyal to her if I leave her by the road. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, man, if I can do it in an honorable way. Like,
wait.
I don't want
hold
you
on. Time out. You absolutely are not being disloyal to her if you leave her by the side of the road. If I tell you right now, I'm not going down there. It's dangerous down there. And if you go down there, you're going down there by your motherfucking self. I'm going this way. We are not going to be together anymore. That is not, there is zero fault in you at all. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty there. You are the man. She's supposed to follow you.
Okay. Going down that pathway, down the hallway, isn't the only scenario that involves loyalty in life.
Define disloyalty.
Define disloyalty?
That's the thing. No, disloyalty, because nobody knows what disloyalty is. Everybody wants to call loyalty something else, but they don't know what disloyalty is.
Disloyalty is not following the plan, following what people are supposed to do together. So if we choose to do something together and someone breaks off from that, that's being disloyal.
It's not being disloyal, it's being selfish. If we choose to do something to go against someone else and then you choose to go with that other person against me, that's disloyal. You've chosen someone else over me. Cheating is disloyal. If you cheat on me, that's disloyal. Look, that's what loyalty is about. Loyalty. So listen. I can be loyalty isn't a for life thing. I can have a contract with you, and as long as I do everything inside of this contract, I'm loyal to you. The contract expired, and I leave. That's how loyalty works.
That's not how I'm using the word.
You have to use it the way that it is actually intended.
No, because this is how it's intended. So look, you don't automatically get loyalty. Like, y'all three get loyalty because I've known you my whole life. If I met somebody tomorrow and they became a good-ass friend of mine, they're not going to have the same rights to loyalty as somebody that I've known for 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Is there going to be a degree of loyalty towards them, yes or no?
Why did you qualify with the word degree? Why are you using a qualifier?
Is there going to be loyalty there? Yes or no?
Why are you using a qualifier?
Because the next question matters. So don't answer the question. The question is answer yes or no. Is there going to be a degree of loyalty there? Yes or no? Yes, there is. There's going to be a degree of loyalty.
There's going to be loyalty. Yes or no?
And it being a degree of loyalty is just like you pointed out. This is a new friend versus one of us.
But now,
so that's where the degrees of loyalty
put it on a scale.
That is how it works.
That's like saying
that is how it works. Because who are you going to listen to? Who are you going to believe? Him? Are you going to be loyal to him? Who's telling you these fucking lies? You're going to be loyal to me, who you've known for your whole life. That is a perfect example.
So let's say your girl asks you, "Do you love me?" Well,
yes.
I have a degree of love for you. But I wouldn't, like, what degree of love do I have for you? Let's put it on a scale. And the scale, there's like up here, there's here, like, you're probably like right around here in the love degree scale. I'm saying?
Are you a girl?
Like,
that is not what happened at all. That is not what happened. Nothing even close to that just happened.
You're using a scale.
It wasn't even close.
So you just talk about a solemn thing like loyalty, something that you would die for.
So
put that on a scale.
I'm not dying
there
for
would
loyalty.
be a degree of loyalty. I don't think there would be a degree of loyalty. There would be a time that I start to understand whether or not there should be loyalty put towards that person and put towards what we built together. Not fucking like, oh well, I'm going to give you like a piece of loyalty, because to me loyalty isn't in pieces. Like, loyalty is either yes or no.
Does trust and loyalty are others related to you guys?
No. You can be loyal to something and not trust it.
Fuck, you can.
Yeah.
How?
You can be loyal to your kid who's a drug addict, but you don't trust him in your fucking house.
Great example.
That is not a great example. You're not loyal to your kid. You're loyal how? Explain that.
Whatever you can do besides let you steal my shit.
So he's talking about if your kid was a drug addict.
I'll pay for whatever.
So you still
don't trust them.
That's not loyalty. That's
You
responsibility.
That's
your
kid. Not when you're grown. Not when you're grown, you're out here fucking up. That's what I mean. Like, grown, that's a junkie. You know what I mean?
I get you that one. I get you that one, but I can get that one. I can get that one.
But the list is a good list. We just got off track on that one. I just added one little piece to it. It's a good list,
Well,
man.
it's a good piece.
I give
But
you that
that's
list.
also though adding loyalty to something about legacy. To me, when I look at legacy and loyalty, you do have to have a sense of loyalty because then your legacy continues.
Well, see, let
So
me
what you start
watch
doesn't
this.
end when you
Watch
end.
this.
It continues.
I think I can put all of this together, right? So, as the head of our own legacies, right? Everyone that we provide for underneath us is loyal to us, right? But us as heads, we have to be loyal to each other in every plan that we make to go forward business-wise.
Yeah, but people like say my family, I'm still loyal to them because that's why I do what I do.
That's the honor portion.
You know, so there's still loyalty to that because
But
I
that's the honor
wouldn't do
portion.
that if I didn't have that. I would just be loyal to my brothers. You understand? I would just have that loyalty. I wouldn't have anything behind me.
But again, that's the honor of the. That's
If you want to say
that's the loyalty to your legacy, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honorable thing to do is to respect your ancestors and everybody that brought you to be here right now, and keep on fucking promoting and pushing the legacy forward.
Because that's what creates legacy. That's
Why
what
his
it's-
example was so good.
It's after every generation. So like your son or daughter that comes after you has to have that same vision. You know what I mean? And then there's your grandchildren are instilled with that same vision, and your great grandchildren, and then when you're not here, you now have your children that have become those grandparents. You understand?
I do.
And
It
keeps
seems
rolls
it seems like, but it seems like everybody has lost legacy thinking nowadays. You don't even hear young men talking about leaving behind a legacy anymore. So the next question that comes up is, how important is your legacy to you, and why do you think it's not important to these youngsters anymore?
Right off the bat, I can tell you it's not important because nobody can think for more than 1 minute at a time. People's attention span is so short. They cannot fathom tomorrow, let alone 50 years from now, grandkids, great grandkids. Like people don't.
If I brought my
have
son
a long
here
view.
and we asked him that same question, he's not looking at it like that because his vision isn't that far ahead.
Right.
It's such
You know,
a short range.
It's like, oh, I'm just trying to get to next week and like 25 more followers on my fucking webpage.
It's a reactionary.
You know,
Hey, he culture it on this fucking YouTube shit too.
he is doing cool.
Hey, plug for Darth Vader, or excuse me, Darth Ninja. If y'all ain't following Darth Ninja yet, follow Darth Ninja on YouTube, Twitch, and all other social media platforms. That's my nephew, his fool's son. The boy is he 19 years old yet? He's 19 years old. He's been playing Call of Duty for 15 years.
Yeah.
He's better than you. He's better than all of you. All of you. You too. And your son. Yes, he's even better than your son. So don't say he's not better than my son. I know your son plays too, but he's better than your son.
Turned off.
We got ads.
But that's also something that like people like we were talking about Andrew Tate earlier.
Yep.
Or you or Justin or Michael. That's stuff we instill in the people coming after us, right?
Right.
We want to teach them those things. We want them to understand that, hey, you know, forward thinking. You think about 1 year from now. You think about 5 years from now. You think about 10 years from now.
Yeah,
You
you
think
want a
about 20 years from now. You know, like, no, I'm good. And that's how you set your goals and your plans. Okay, maybe I'm gonna have a goal for this next week. I got a goal for the next month. I got a goal for the next year. I got a goal for the next 5 years. And you try to accomplish all those things because then that's gonna build your legacy.
So let me ask you this though. We were defining words earlier though. What is legacy purely financial?
No.
So this is what I'm saying. If you instill certain values into your kids, is that a legacy?
Yeah.
If you
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just great. I think that's more the legacy than anything. You're going to be faced with more stuff.
So
How much
So basically, look. So check it out.
Here's something I want to say, though, bro.
Go ahead.
We're talking about legacies. So I'm just going into what this doctor was saying that I was reading about, and the doctor's saying this. It says legacy can take on many forms: children, grandchildren, a business, an ideal, a book, a community, a home, some piece of ourselves.
Yep.
So
what did you? So legacy is basically what did you? I'm gonna do it like this, right?
What did you?
Custom model. What's Custom Model's legacy? Mike motherfucking Tyson. That's what Custom Model's legacy is. You feel me? Mike Tyson doesn't even have a legacy yet other than his boxing career. He has a era, he has his lifetime, but it has to keep going, right? Because Cuss has a legacy in Mike Tyson. So think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying, though. Think about what I'm saying. That is a legacy right there, where you're going to be talked about because of all of these people that you have helped improve in their lives. You feel what I'm saying? That is your legacy. And then if it's a negative legacy, then it's Bill Cosby. Oh, this is what you're going to leave your legacy as, is sticking your pudding pop in all of these motherfucking vaginas.
But is that okay? But that's a good part to think about, though.
It is
your legacy literally the last thing that you did? Because look at all the positive stuff Bill Cosby showed.
It's not necessarily the last thing you did. It's not the last thing you did.
Had a positive experience.
It's not the last thing you did.
Because half of those chicks that were kicking it with them knew what the fuck they were getting into.
It was the 80s.
The 70s, how many Quaaludes were being passed
around?
All of them.
All of them.
So it's
all of them.
And then
he was live on the 2000s. He was live on Larry King. Bill Cosby was live on Larry King in the 80s talking about giving chicks Spanish fly. So if he's live telling Larry King in the 80s about giving chicks Spanish fly, which was sold over the counter back then, and everybody knew it was an aphrodisiac, and he admitted to doing it then, but that was the culture. Now, because it's not the culture, motherfuckers are upset about shit because, oh my God, that was so wrong. Bitch, it wasn't wrong. Here's the thing. Here's the thing right here, right? Motherfucker says, I would have been mad if somebody did that to me today. Yes, I would have been mad if somebody did that to me today too. But you know what? Nobody did that to me today, and nobody did that to her today either. So don't convince her that what happened to her back then was wrong, because it wasn't wrong. She actually wanted it to happen. The bitch still has Bill Cosby's belt from that goddamn robe. Fuck are you talking about? She has that shit in the goddamn glass case in her closet. Whatever do you mean? She has all of the popsicle sticks from the pudding pops that nigga put inside of her pussy. Fuck are you talking about? She had a great time.
But you know what? I agree with one point of what you're saying, though. When people go back to other generations and convict somebody against a moral standard from today and put it against, it's like that was a different time back then. You can't go back and say, hey, 100 years ago, this fool did this, and that. It's like,
you can't
say that 100 years ago.
You can't say they were wrong for that.
That's how people were doing it.
You can't say they were wrong for that because that was how it was then. So look, so check it out. Science. Let's just do science as an example. Science is only correct for the era that it's in. Science is only correct for the era that it's in. Because back in the days...
Explain what you mean.
Back in the days, the way to fix a headache was to drill a hole in your fucking ear. That was the science. That was the era. That was the tech. That's what we had. That's the tech. You got a headache?
Did it work?
You need a toenail. Nail in your fucking... Yeah, it did. Because you got a fucking nail in your toe and you ain't thinking about your head hurting no more. That was the tech.
But you know what? That's not science. That's conjecture.
It's science, bro.
Science.
It's science. It's literally medical science, dog. Come on.
What's the scientific
medical practitioner?
What is the
medical practice is science. Science.
What is the scientific method? What do you mean? The scientific method is
test and fucking
literally observation.
It's not. It's hypothesis,
it's like,
test, and observation.
Make an observation. This is what
it starts with the hypothesis. And all of us have smartphones, and I'm going to be the first one to fucking look it up.
Look up what the scientific method is. It starts with
the hypothesis, goddammit.
Look up scientific method. It does. I'm not saying that, but when you're saying science changed, I'm saying the scientific method.
I never said the method changed. I said the science itself changed.
But I'm saying like what people think to be the answer to things changes, but what science is the investigation of it, you know, the method of gaining knowledge that is
A method of procedure that is characterized
Observation, question, research topic area, hypothesis, test with experiment, analyze data.
Hold on. What's the first thing?
Observation,
What
question,
is the first thing?
research topic area, hypothesis, but not in the circle of scientific method. The first thing is observation, question, research topic area,
Defining the problem.
hypothesis, test with
Defining the
experiment,
problem.
analyze, report,
Observation
conclusion.
has never been number one. Problems first there on that one. The toaster was the
I
problem.
mean, you have to, in theory,
Like,
say you approach the situation.
Question, hypothesis, experiment.
how can you have an hypothesis before you observe?
So, wait, time out.
Cloud
I'm
is.
just giving you examples of how the scientific methods change.
Look,
So
how
ask
can you
the
have an
question
hypothesis
my
before
case.
you observe
So,
That's
something?
my
bro,
case.
ask
Educated
the
guess.
question, do background research, construct a hypothesis, test with an experiment, procedural working, no, yes. Then it goes over, if you answer no, troubleshoot procedure, carefully check all steps and set up.
But it all
If you
starts
answer
with asking
yes,
a question.
analyze data and draw conclusions.
Right.
What are we observing?
So, but
You have to find, if you want to know what's going on with squirrels, you have to go see a
you have to,
squirrel
exactly.
and be like,
No.
You have to see
Wait,
it
stop.
first before you can do anything
You
else.
said this though. You said
observation.
no. You said if you want to know. What you say?
Whatever information.
You said if you want to know.
Information.
No, you said if you want to know what is going on with squirrels. If you want to know a question, what's going on with squirrels?
That's the whole.
That's the question.
So, bro, question,
Observation,
purpose, research, observation, question, hypothesis, question, purpose, research, hypothesis. So it's pretty much the same
But
shit.
also,
Starts with
question and
question.
your
let's go
observation.
past the first step. But back to what you're saying, drilling holes.
Wouldn't
That's
an
the
observation
experiment
though
part.
create the question?
Somebody's like, maybe if I drill a hole in his head
Right.
and let a little
Right.
juice
But
out,
watch this. And watch
he
this.
might get
And
cured.
then in the
And it
16
didn't work.
and whenever
So
that
let's
was
try
in the
something else.
1600s,
Let's
that's
try
what the
something else.
science said to do.
No, that was just the experiment part.
No,
Yes.
bro.
Then they analyzed it.
Bro,
and like,
stop! You're not getting it. That's what the fucking polio vaccine was. That's what the fucking they're all experiments because that's what it is at that time. This is proven to work, so we do this until the science changes. The science changes, and we say, okay, that was an experiment.
But what I'm
That is
saying
exactly what the fuck science is. Science
is
changes.
science.
That is the
You're
circle
saying the
that-
experiments change.
No, I never said that. I
That's
literally
all
never
the-
said that. I'm
that's
so
the
glad that
part
this is being
that's
recorded so you can see this. I literally
Rewind the tape.
literally never said that. I said as science changes is what I said.
Look,
Bro, because
I never said the
experiment-
scientific method changes. I
so
said as we
the
learn
experiment
things,
now changes to a new experiment to release
the
that
science,
years later.
the science, if you guys want to call, if you're calling the experiment science, if that's what you're doing is by calling it
No,
experiment
the
science.
next
you're
experiment
saying
is
not
drilling a
experiment is
hole in the
science.
No,
Because you're saying
that's
science
what
is changing.
you said. So
No,
because you said that, I
never
made
said
that.
that.
That's exactly
You said
what
science
said.
changes. I said it
It
can't change.
does change.
Now we're in the circle.
Bro.
Now
You know, we're not in the circle. You are in the circle.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused. I'm slightly confused.
All right, so don't talk. You'll get this, Michael. Check this out. He's talking about the method.
That is science.
No. Stop. The conclusion. The scientific conclusion. That's what we base our life off of, live off of, right? Right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So that becomes the science then. That becomes the science. And the science changes. Sometimes the science changes. Why? Because we go back through this fucking cycle. We go back through the scientific method again, and then we see, hey, you know what? This vaccine doesn't work. So now the science changes. Why don't y'all get that terminology?
Here's how all conclusion is the answer to
I'm
the
literally
equation.
using
The
words that
equation is
scientists use all the time. I just heard Neil Tyson deGrasse say this shit this morning.
I think that's smart.
I told y'all to do your fucking
So,
Hey,
research.
look.
Here's what's up.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is, you know,
The
he's just trying to get
conclusion that
clicks.
they had in the 1800s was, hey, if we drill into their head through their ear, it might relieve their headache. That was the conclusion they had then. But then
in
the science.
1920, which became the science. And then in 1920, another dude goes, well, fuck. Let me figure this shit out because drilling holes in people's head actually kills them sometimes.
Seems like
too.
they're dying a lot.
So then he starts going through the same
New
steps,
experiment.
Same method.
comes up with a
Holes in
different
the head
conclusion,
don't work.
and goes, well, shit, we need to relieve the pressure in their head, and this aspirin might be
And now the science changes. The conclusion.
The question is, my head hurts. What do I do about it? That's the question.
Yeah.
So that the science is not necessarily changing on that. We're just doing different experiments on it. We're doing different tests on it. We're analyzing different things.
Which are all things
My head
under
hurts.
the umbrella
How
of
do I fix it?
science. Literally. This scientific method,
Science is
all of
literally-
every part of this scientific method, every single part of the scientific method, once you get to the end of it,
No.
it's science. Yes, yes, and it's constantly growing.
No.
Yes. Science is like the fucking universe.
No, listen. Science is the process on which you find the answer.
No, the scientific method is the process in which
That's
you
science,
use math,
that doesn't
logic,
change.
and reason.
That science,
science-
that process doesn't change though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Science is not a process. Science is a study.
So look, we're
So
saying similar
Scientific
things.
method is a method of procedure that has characterized natural science since the 17th century, consisting in systematic observation, measurement, and experiment, and the formulation, testing, and modification of hypotheses.
So
All right, you
we're
ready?
saying-
So look, hold on. I just asked Google real quick just to get somebody else to answer this.
Nobody
We
wants
should have
to-
asked ChatGPT.
Nobody want to hear.
We should have asked
That's the
ChatGPT.
Oxford definition right there.
But it's the Oxford definition of the scientific method. You guys keep saying method. I'm not saying
Listen to
method.
what I said. Characterize natural science.
Can science change over time?
Oh my lord.
The accepted
I know
views
you're
of
not gonna read what
science
you're about to
knowledge
read.
can change over
Don't
time.
read that.
Changes can result from new science observations.
Strike this from the record of the podcast.
Observation, and that
And
starts off.
it literally says science can change. Did you miss the part where it says science? It didn't say the scientific method can change. It said science can change. The same phrase that I use. The same phrase that I use.
What are you saying, scientific?
Changing all the time. Changing
What?
constantly.
What?
Constantly
Be
changing.
more specific. Are you saying the conclusion of a question changes? Or are you saying
Are you saying the way that science works itself changes?
yeah, that's what we're trying to get to?
I'm
So are
not
you
saying the way the
science
the way the
works-
scientific method works.
No, I
No.
didn't say method. Like you said, I didn't say method. Are you saying the way that science works itself is changing?
I'm saying if you're asking the word changing, I'm not going to say changing, but I will say
Ever change?
growing.
Okay, well now,
So
now
because-
totally
Now we're
different.
talking about something
Now
else.
It's not. It's not because in the context. Oh my fucking lord!
growing,
Growing and changing is the same
building
thing.
on knowledge.
Not
Oh
necessarily.
my god!
If you lose your
Growing.
legs, you're changed forever. But it's, I would say
You're no longer growing.
Oh, that's some bullshit. I am absolutely growing as an amputee. I am growing as an amputee. I am growing as a disabled person now. Huh?
Your decay,
I have
your
grown.
entropy is growing.
I have grown.
You're aging as a disabled person.
I'm growing in
Your
ways
Your
that
gerontology.
you have no idea about. Like for real.
So
Growing lower to the earth.
before we derail this, where was the scientific? What you were going somewhere with that.
Yeah, you fucked that off.
we fucking.
You fucked that off a long
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah, we got all
That was your fault.
Hey,
That
I
was your
told
fault.
you I'm a drifter. I told you I drift on topics.
I gotta get these questions in early. I waited until the end of the whole argument to ask the main question.
Yeah,
Figure out here. I don't know.
you propose a topic.
He's got the topics.
You know them.
Have 'em on
I
your phone.
know.
You studied them.
First of all,
You're the only one that did the
All right.
homework.
I did study it, but I left the notebook at home.
Ah,
Come in here with
you
the
came
notes.
to class without
Oh,
the
okay.
work.
All right, look. Here we go.
We
We did a little 1-2 on this already, but we'll double back on it for the official. What is toxic masculinity?
I don't know. I think it's just masculinity is bad.
It's social, yeah, it's literally a social construct.
Just the
where
fact that you're masculine.
Yeah.
That's just a negative thing. And we don't like it anymore.
it's not working for us.
We don't like, I think, okay, so we all agree that there's no such thing as toxic masculinity.
I
So,
No.
according to WebMD,
Oh my God.
toxic masculinity is an attitude or set of social guidelines stereotypically associated with manliness that often
Manliness is negative now.
have negative impact on men, women, and society in general. So how does manliness have negative impact on me at the same time?
Are you saying that every time that we fought and you punched me in the face and I punched you back in your face, was that the negative impact?
No, it was just a punch.
But that was
Just a punch.
so okay. What about
Us fighting actually solved so many problems.
So where was the negative impact on that?
It was nothing but positive to me. But people would look at the punches being the negative because we
The
didn't have
punch
to
is a
punch.
positive. You do have to punch.
You have to take steps to treat it.
You treat it.
It says,
Hey, bro.
to treat it. Treat it.
How do you
So
treat it?
the men's
I don't know.
movement, and this
I
was
don't know.
back in the term originally came about during the 20th century men's movement. The men's movement sought to increase community among men rather than competition, multi-generational bonding, as they felt that the inability to bond with their fathers was a source of emotional damage,
That's kind of dope though.
and to be
But if we finna be fighting though,
free to express emotion.
multi-generational bonding, as they felt the inability to bond with their fathers, yes, because maybe you didn't have a good connection with your dad or whatever. But you have another example of a dad and a dad's dad
I don't
who
think.
fucked their kids up, and now they're like, "Hey, this is how you supposed to fuck your kids up.
Okay, but
You
look.
fuck them up the right way,
Here's
not
my
the wrong
thing,
way."
though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
teach them
think-
proper masculinity, because when masculinity is taught by women, that's when the shit looks like it's toxic.
Well, am I toxic for wanting to hold a door for a woman and she gets mad at me?
I'm getting stressed out.
Smoke, but drink something.
Look, the thing about
Green beer?
the thing that kills me about this is like, okay, Pops, I don't believe I ever hugged him in my lifetime, but he was a great father. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're trying to change the script and say, okay, if I don't sit there and cuddle and spoon with my dad, now he wasn't a good dad. It's
Wait,
like,
hold on. I'm thinking about it though.
I don't think I ever hugged a man.
No, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about if I ever hugged you.
I was thinking that too. Like when you said that, I'm like,
Like for real, hey,
Hey,
hook me up real quick.
but he was solid though. But that's why I used him as an example. Because people, you know, he loved you. He was there.
It was like,
He was doing his thing. But like,
Do you think
he's
if
the
something went
version
down,
of
he
what they would
wouldn't
say
protect
toxic
us?
masculinity. You know
But
what I'm saying?
he was a handshaker though.
Oh, you shake your hand on that.
Handshaker.
It's weird. You break your hand.
You break the hand. You're shaking
You
for a
better
long
come
time.
in there ready to squeeze.
You better come in with some pressure.
Because if you hesitate on the pressure,
You better not get
now
these
you
new
know.
dudes. These new dudes that shake hands like this.
Oh no.
If a motherfucker in his life ever stick his player ass hand out like this to me, next time a motherfucker do like this, I'ma kiss that nigga hand. Bitch ass nigga. What is you doing? What you want me to do? Look, hey, look. I'ma do the nigga. Look. I'ma do the motherfucker like Bill the Butcher did on Gangs of New York. Orange blossom. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck is that?
So, the other signs of toxic masculinity are
Testicles.
homophobia, need for control.
Wait, time out. Wait. Hold on. No. Stop. No. Before you guys go anywhere, let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. How are you telling me that because I have a mental health illness, that's wrong? You have a mental health illness. You got wait, stop. Let me finish. Homophobia. That's it.
That's what we're talking about.
Phobia is a phobia. That is a mental health illness. Just like agoraphobia. Any other phobia. I can't help this. I can't help this, and you're making me. I'm wrong for that. You said, wait, stop. You can't help that you feel like a fucking woman. You can't help that you are compelled to suck dicks. When I can't be afraid of you for that, you're compelled to suck dicks and don't know why. I'm afraid to get my dick sucked by you and don't know why. But it's okay for you to want to suck my dick, but not for me to be afraid for you to suck my dick. That's crazy to me. But that's the world we live in.
Now,
But why is that first on the list?
let me say this.
that's the
Take
number
out-
one thing.
Take out the phobia part. take that down like 10 notches. I would actually agree that you should not be homophobic if it's not like a phobia. Like, it shouldn't bother you that somebody's gay.
If it
You
bothers
shouldn't
you,
feel like, oh man, cat is gay or something, or he has sex with a dude, I can't be homies with him. You shouldn't think that.
I mean, this cat could be gay, that cat. It doesn't matter which cat's gay, but
I'm talking about
no.
I'm just saying that.
You're
Anybody.
absolutely
But what
talking about cats that nobody else knows. You're talking about that cat or the other
This
cat,
cat,
the other cat
okay,
over there.
any cat.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you shouldn't. Like I said, don't talk about the phobia side. I'm just saying you shouldn't. That is the one thing on the list I would agree with. You shouldn't be a dude that's so insecure you can't kick it with a gay dude. You know what I'm saying?
What about?
You shouldn't be like, I might turn gay if I hang out with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's literally a mental health illness. You're fucking retarded.
But I said come down from the phobia.
It's like being afraid of fucking any dog or any fucking.
How about it's like being gay?
Afraid of fucking.
How about it's like being gay?
That's why I said don't.
How about it's I have the opposite of what you have? What's wrong with that?
No, it's like the fucking like what's the one that you're afraid to kill like yellow or whatever the fuck people are.
No, it's like
Unreasonable
you
fear.
can't kick it with a homie that likes hella obese chicks. Like, oh my god, you like obese chicks? Like, what? Or you like freaking big-footed chicks? Like, what do you care what a person's sexual?
I'm afraid. So look, if I'm afraid of fat bitches and you a chubby chaser, I'm finna be afraid every time you want to go to the club, nigga. I ain't doing it because you finna bring one of these big ass bitches to the table. I'm scared. You already know I don't know where to put my hands. You already know that. And she finna be want to shake my hand and shit on, be like,
I think it makes you less of a man to be scared to be around a gay dude.
I think it makes you less of a man to be scared of anything.
Like,
you know, like just the fact that
unless you're sucking a dick. Be very, very afraid. I ain't afraid of shit. Give me that motherfucker. No, don't do all that. Be very afraid.
But what if you wanted to do that?
Then you're gay. Boom. And by all means, be the best at it.
You shouldn't be afraid of that person.
You should not be the best at it. And you suck as many
I don't
dicks as you
care if
possibly
somebody's
can.
gay. I don't think that's toxic masculinity. That's the only thing I'm saying about it. Like,
Okay, well, what about need for control?
what do they mean by that?
Toxic masculinity encourages men to assert their power and dominance. We see this often in domestic relationships. The 2017 report, The Man Box, found that 34% of men in the U.S. believe they should always have the final say in their relationships, and 46% believe that men deserve to know where their girlfriend or wife is at all times.
Goddamn right. Wait, hold on. How many percent said that?
34, 46.
Okay. Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
Me, I don't give a fuck.
Man,
Wait,
found
Do you
34.
do you
I'm trying
agree
to
with
see
that?
what it said.
Okay, so bro,
Believe that
my
I shall have
wife,
final say.
knowing where my wife is at all times.
Read the whole list again.
So 46% believe they deserve to know where their girlfriend or wife is at all times. Bro, I don't
Wait.
shit
Just
where my wife goes.
Listen to the phrasing. Stop. Listen to the phrasing. Listen to the Stop. Listen to the phrasing. Deserve. Do you deserve to know if you ask? If you ask, where are you? Can she tell you none of your fucking business?
Well,
Do you
bro,
deserve to know?
So
You don't give a fuck. You don't care. I don't give a fuck either. I don't give a fuck either. Do what you want to do. But if I ask you where the fuck you at and you don't tell me, you're not my fucking woman.
So if I call her up while she's gone doing whatever, because I'm like, hey, I need you to do this for me since you're out. Do you think the first fucking thing that comes to, hey, what's up? Where are you at? Or am I going to just go, hey, what's up? While you're out, fucking grab me this, and this. Then she could be like, well, I'm at the nail shop or whatever. I'm not going to be done until this, and this. Well, I don't want to fucking wait that long, so I'm going to go do it myself.
Now, what if I'm already tracking her on my phone?
I don't
Great
think.
scenario. All right, wait, hold on. Wait. Stop. Let's continue with the same scenario. We're using the word deserve, and where I'm trying to put the word deserve into a scenario that you can relate to. You don't have the ability to go do whatever the fuck you want to do. She's not telling you where she's at. Why can't you do this for me? Where the fuck are you at? Don't worry about it. What do you mean don't worry about it?
Now on that, that's where I would start to be like, well, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because you deserve to know where your wife is at all times, just like she deserves to know.
But then on top of that, let's flip it to me being called by her and me saying the same shit.
Doesn't
Does
she
she not?
have the ability
Absolutely.
to say
She absolutely does.
why?
She deserves because
we're
she's your
supposed
fucking
to
wife.
respect each other
Absolutely. So
Yes.
I don't even understand that shit at all.
So that shit to me makes no fucking sense.
My wife deserves to know where the fuck I'm at.
Like,
where are you at 3 o'clock in the morning? Bitch, I'm in the strip club. You know that ain't on the legs open after 2.
Life,
The fuck?
that shit goes both ways.
It
Why?
does.
Because I'm your boyfriend or husband.
That's right.
So you should be. So
That's right.
that check off the list, gone, disappeared. The other one is 34% believe they should always have the final say in their relationship. I do know people.
Yeah.
You sit next to one of them
and
now.
me too. And me too.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad.
And me too.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
At the end of the day, like for real, you gotta. So this is the whole thing right here. At the end of the day, it's my fucking legacy.
yeah.
This is you're following my plan. When I have this fucking big major vision. For younger men, it's not necessarily like that because they might not have that fucking vision. But me as a 45-year-old man, if you're getting on my team, you already see what I'm doing. I'm already doing something. I don't need you. So you're either gonna get on board with what I'm doing, with whatever it is that you have. You're literally getting in the back seat because this is a fucking sled. It's a fucking toboggan. We are going downhill and get ready to hit this motherfucking jump. It's going to be a rocky ride. Get in and hold on.
It's that, but it's also like a responsibility to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if this ship sinks, it's ultimately my fault.
Right.
So I'm the one that got to make sure we stay afloat. So I'm going to be I'll compromise 90% of the time. But if I think it's something that's generally going to put us in danger, and we're butting heads about it,
It's just enough.
it got to be my way. Because I am ultimately responsible for the safety of this household.
Because it's your legacy. Somebody has to be in charge. At the end of the day, a lot of these issues between men and
That's
women.
every relationship, right? Someone,
Yes.
no matter
Somebody
what
has to be in
type
charge. That's what I'm getting ready to say. At the end of the day, somebody has to be in charge. And the problem that's happening in these relationships is women don't like the fact that other women are submitting to men, compromising with men, doing what men say. They don't like that shit because they wouldn't go for it. And these bitches don't have a man or they have a woman. And it's like your relationship doesn't apply because bitch, you're always gonna be 50-50 with her. You're always gonna do that. Or your relationship's not like mine because I'm not like that bitch ass nigga that you with.
But also on that note, bro, if you're a woman to woman, guy to guy, man to woman, whatever you're in, someone still has the final, whether it's the woman of the woman to woman relationship or the man in the woman to woman relationship.
Or the man in the man to man relationship. Somebody has the final say. It is not a 50-50 agreement ever.
No.
Never.
Why? Because it's all your perception. The woman perceives it this way, the man perceives it that way, and sometimes you don't see my logic as a man in that situation, and that's why you disagree with me as my wife.
Yep. Us sitting here
and
right
then
now talking about
sometimes,
this
though,
shit,
bro, sometimes I don't see the logic in it in my wife, and that's why I'm disagreeing with it. Because my perception of that situation is mine and mine only. No one. So that's where us in our relationship, that's really all that matters. So if I do have the last say, what would this be? So 34%, I have the last say 66% of the time, and she gets it 34% of the time. It is what it fucking is.
Sounds fair to me.
Or vice versa. If you're on the flip side of that and you're only getting your 34% right at the time, and she or he or whoever is beating you out on that don't matter, right? Because ultimately your relationship is to move forward in the same direction together. That's why you chose to be together.
I think that in the context of the legacy mindset and in the context of a legacy man, this is a legacy man's mindset where it's just like I said, this is my fucking shit. This is my legacy. At the end of the day, they're going to remember you for being the wife that helped me grow all of this shit. That's what they're going to remember you for. It's being the wife that helped me to grow all of this shit. Or they're going to remember you being the rich wife and me being a bitch ass nigga. It's going to be your legacy and not mine.
But that can, bro, there's for me, my legacy is whatever I feel it is.
my lady's riding along with me. I want her to do her thing too. But we're riding together. It isn't me like
there's no competition inside of your household.
Yeah,
there's no competition in your
Oh,
household.
you can't do that. I'm doing this.
Once you get married, bro, like you get your, like I said before, it's the second thing, honor, duty. It's your duty. As an honorable man, it's your fucking duty to take care of your family. If your wife wants to work, you let her fucking work. Why not? It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire. You're a piece of shit if you tell your wife that she can't do some shit that she loves. I can't work.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sit here and fuck you. That's when you get a woman that fucking rebels, wants to do shit.
What kind of job does she want to do?
I want to do art.
Because things
I want to go work at McDonald's.
But it doesn't. They're not as simple.
I want to work at McDonald's.
It's not always yes or no, though.
I want to work at McDonald's.
Now, bro, if my wife goes, hey, I want to be a stripper, we got a problem.
Yeah.
But if my wife wants to, like, whatever, bro,
I'm talking about a reasonable job for a lady.
office.
I'm talking about a reasonable job for a lady.
Well, to me, your wife shouldn't want to be a stripper because she's disrespecting the union that you've created with each other.
You shouldn't be marrying strippers unless that's what you want your
Unless
legacy.
you understand that's
Right. If that's what you want your legacy to be, then you do that. And that's a thing too. You can have a porn legacy where you done married a porn bitch, y'all done had some porn kids, and you done sent your motherfucking porn money off into something else, or you just made a huge porn empire and that's your fucking legacy. All of your kids is fucking and all of this shit. Whatever.
That's an example, though.
You can still do it, and it doesn't make you a bad person.
The last person I was with got offered money to go basically pass out drinks at a party topless. And she's like, you come to the spot with me, I'm going to get this money. I'm like, no, we're not doing it.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. There's certain jobs that you have to be like, no.
But also
To her, it was reasonable. She's like, all I am is just topless. They're not
my
touching
titties.
it.
What are you talking about?
They're mine.
Can I suck on them?
That's
Why
the next.
If I can
next
suck on
line
the
on the
titties,
list.
if I can suck on the titties, every time you stick a drink out of your titties, do this. If I could just, if I could just hit that nipple one time, go ahead.
My thing was like, why do you think they're paying you to do it?
Right.
Why do you think they're paying you to do it?
Why do women think that? Well, this is completely not a topic at all. But why do women think that it's empowering to get fucking naked for money? It's the oldest, most demeaning profession in the world. You let people, any random people, stick their private parts on you and have the most fun that they've had for $40 in 7 minutes in their life. And you do it with another guy, or you get butt naked and shake your ass on a stage and let people throw money at you. And just because you're counting thousands and thousands of dollars, you don't care. But then you go home and spend those thousands of dollars and cry into your fucking Birkin, holding your fucking shih tzu, because you don't got a man that you just want fucking love. But nobody wants to love a bitch that's been loved on like that. You smell like 17 Mexicans and 9 niggas from Haiti. The fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, but you know what? Literally last week I had 2 women ask me, why do we care about a woman's sexual past?
Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh, that is a topic?
Yep.
Okay.
So next one on fucking the toxic masculinity, promiscuity. Toxic masculinity praises men for having multiple sexual partners while expressing disgust at women who do the same.
Let's talk about it. I do not promote promiscuity in men. I was a promiscuous man as a child, and I realized that it was the shit. I loved fucking all them females. It was great. I had competitions where I won. I won.
Every time he faithfully lost.
There was a time that I was actively having sex with more females in a week than you would ever believe possible. And it was not even hard. And we didn't praise each other for it like it was, oh, you're the man. It was just like, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. It wasn't a good thing or a bad thing. And the chicks that we were fucking, it's not like we were calling them hoes and all of that shit.
The chicks that you were fucking or were fucking as many dicks that week?
I didn't, no. Boom. Because for the females that I was fucking, I was fucking all females for a long term. Every female that I was having sex with for more than a year. And they all knew that they weren't the only one. And most of them were like, I'm only fucking you and my baby daddy when I need some money. And I'm like, okay. That was it. The other ones, dudes didn't have no kids, and they was like, I'm only fucking you because the rest of these niggas is fucking
But
lame.
would you trip if one of them was like, man, I don't give a fuck, I'm fucking you when I'm fucking you, and I'm fucking as many other dudes as I could in between that time?
If she said that to me, that would be the last time that I talked to her because I don't want to know that you fucking that many dudes. If you were just doing it and I didn't know,
but why does it bother a man if she
I'll
has
tell
a
you
lot of partners?
So why
this
does it?
is
Yeah,
why
why
it bothers.
is it?
This is why it bothers me. This is why it bothers me because of all of the things. Because of all of the things that I do to you, I don't even want to kiss you after I've done these things to you. So if you've done this thing with as many men as I've done this with as many women, I definitely not only don't want to kiss you, I don't want to touch you at all because I'm a nasty motherfucker. I like to spread them cheeks and get my nose in there and all of that kind of shit, you feel me? And I will be goddamn the dipping dog shit if I got a bitch in the shower and I go ahead and spread that thing and I just see a motherfucking raindrop come out, it's candy rain. Bitch, I know you just did not drop Trevor in my bathtub right in front of my face.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, I have a problem with it.
That's why I have a problem.
Because there ain't no sloppy shit touching this dick. So
that's fucking nasty. That's gross.
But what if it's just like you meet her and she's like, look,
I just fucked 6 dudes.
in my lifetime, I haven't done I'm clean. This year's been a good year. I ain't did nothing. But before this year,
in my heyday,
I had 500 dudes.
Oh no, I'm good.
it don't matter.
No, I'm good.
But this year I'm clean.
Where are you from?
To me, that don't
Where are
matter.
you from?
Wherever you want.
It matters to me where you from.
Where do you want to be from?
No. If I met her here in Sacramento, where are you from? Where are these 500 dudes from?
Yeah,
If this was a gangbang in Turkey, and it wasn't on fucking camera, you were one of these fucking wild girls that were all fucking backpacking, going through brothels and shit, going in these fucking fuck rooms, getting ran through because you had this thing when you were fucking 18, 19, 20 years old, but now you're 30 years old and you ain't had no dick in like 2-3 years because that shit traumatized you. You were stupid, but if you're different, now what happens?
What if it didn't?
Then I'm definitely not fucking with her because she's fucking delusional.
The way
You ain't fucked 500 dicks and you're not
So
traumatized.
what you're saying? No, this is where I don't understand it. It's because a woman is gonna be traumatized because they fucked a bunch of motherfuckers.
Yes.
I'm not traumatized if I fucked a bunch of
Right,
bitches.
so we don't have peer bonding, baby. Not familiar with peer bonding?
What?
Oh, yeah.
What are you saying?
Pair bonding, the bonding of pairs. So there's an
Basically, we release inside of a woman, she can kind of like she gets attached.
Oh, so you mean it's like
It's
that
DNA.
fucking, what was that movie where like the werewolves and Draculas and the dude fucking bonded with the guy's baby as a werewolf and they're like, oh, he's
all right. So look, here you go right here. Basic definition.
Twilight.
Basic definition. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pair bonds are created by a combination of social interaction and biological factors, including neurotransmitters like oxytocin, vasopressin, and dopamine. So when you have sex with a woman, the amounts of oxytocin that's released is lessened every time she has a new partner, which makes it harder for her to bond with that person. So if you meet a chick and you're 19 and you have 3 niggas, she's 19, she's had 30 niggas, you're gay, you shouldn't be fucking with her. Because I said niggas when I said 3.
So what they're
So
saying,
if you fuck 3 chicks and she fucked 30 niggas, she's not gonna bond with you because she's done this already. It's like, no, yeah. Shred them out. No. And that's why you have to be the nigga.
yeah, but what if
Listen. That's why you have to be what these females are always talking about. I'll submit for the right man. You have to be the right man. And if you're not the right man, it doesn't matter. And if you just go in there and just fuck her better than anybody else has fucked her, it still doesn't matter. She's not gonna bond with you because her dopamine doesn't release as much as it did the first 29 times. If you would have got her at number 5, yeah, but biologically speaking,
that just sounds like a dope fiend is trying to search for the same shit that they got on the first hit.
that's exactly what it is. And that's why you stay with the first dick that you get, and that's
just,
be the motherfucker
just
you love
keep
for life.
moving.
I say it
I
like
ain't no
this.
dope fiend, bitch.
So there's an argument between men and women that says, just fuck one dude. Just stay with him. Who fucking cares if you never enjoy sex? Like, how would you ever know what sex is if you have nothing to compare it to? This could be the best sex ever. You just don't like it because you don't like sex. Period. But you want to go out and fuck a whole bunch of niggas looking for what good sex is, and you got a husband back there that that you could have still been married to, but you didn't want to stay with him anymore because you didn't like the sex.
That's an argument.
Oh yeah, because there's motherfuckers that said no, she should have go and find that good sex.
So what if you actually take it a different route and go, well, fuck, let's actually communicate like we should in a relationship, and fucking go, hey, let's check some shit out that I want to try out. Let's look at this. Let's go on some Kama Sutra shit. Let's fucking, you understand what? Because then right there, going and finding that dick that gets you, that don't mean shit. Because sex ain't just the only, and this is a dude saying it, the only shit that matters in a relationship.
Nope.
A good meal gets more and more important. You know,
For real.
You start wanting some food. Hey, but let me just say this, because this is all sensually based logic. I'm gonna add something else in there. For me personally, when it comes to a chick having other partners, I don't like it like I don't like a girl that lies or a girl that just doesn't take a shower. I don't like somebody that has the mindset to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not yes, all the reasons you guys gave are valid too. But I'm saying, just like, I want her to guard it, like, I just want her to have a different mindset about her little flower box. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, not everybody's getting into the flower box.
So on that though, bro, don't you believe though if the woman wants to ride with you, she should be just the same way? She don't like you think the woman wants to do that's like fucking I want to run around and do some shit?
Yes and no. I think she doesn't want me to do it anymore, but now that she got me, she want to make sure I know what I'm doing. She don't know how I figured it out. She's glad that I got the skills I got.
It's the same thing with the chick fucking doing things to you.
To me, I'd rather have a subpar performance knowing that she's morally intact.
But you can always develop a performance.
Dream team. I don't want Michael freaking Jordan in there, and then it's
so
like.
Here's my argument though. You can always develop the performance.
The girl version.
Right? If it starts off and it's fucking like lip sync battle, and then you turn it into a fucking opera or whatever you consider the highest form, you can still escalate. You can still make the performance increase, right? If you communicate clearly.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, take out the performance, take out the sensuality of it, just like the actual mindset of the person doing it.
Right. To just be out there trying to fuck on.
Take out
all no, bro. I didn't fuck a bunch of bitches.
That's kind of what it was.
You know, but you can develop into doing your thing. I'll get took the fucking the championship belt on that shit.
Man, don't have no belts. Anyways,
he really think he got the belt.
Okay, I'll get Justin and took the tag team championship belt.
Just different weight
classes. Just for the record, we have never ever tag teamed.
We're just
in that sense.
No,
ever.
I mean like
that is never ever happened. Not even once.
We want that on the record, in the podcast record. All right, what's the next one, man?
Let's keep zooming through the topics.
Refusing to help with household duties. The toxic masculinity rejects roles traditionally conserved by women's work. Masculine men refuse to participate in these duties. The man box found that 22% of men believe they shouldn't have to do household chores. 44% believe they should be the sole income earners. 28% believe that boys shouldn't be taught things like cooking, cleaning, and child care.
That's wrong. That's wrong. Because if you can't cook, clean, and take care of your kids, what happens when you need to cook and clean your own shit? And then what happens when your baby mama dies, unfortunately, and you can't take care of your own fucking daughter now? You stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
who watches your
now you're a retarded motherfucker. No, who's balling like that? No. Who's balling like that? That in your 20s you can have this stance. Now you can ask a motherfucker in his late 40s, 50s, and he can have that stance. No, I got money. I got bread. I'm not doing none of that shit. I got money. My money does that for me. My money does that for me. So you can't be mad at a motherfucker that got bread that says I'm not doing that.
Exactly. You lived a life. You've done that thing 1,000 times already. You're like, all right, now I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
Like you said,
no.
earned my way out.
That's what I got a dishwasher for.
So what?
You know what I called my last girlfriend? Maytag. Maytag.
I just read this because I was, I believe that my son should know how to take care of himself, and that includes care, cooking, and cleaning.
Exactly.
Why? Because he may choose to be solo dolo and just have chicks come.
I just
Who knows
don't
if he wants to get
If
married?
he can't have his, if he can't,
Same with my daughter, though. Like, bro, so if my daughter hit me up and was like, "Hey, Dad, I see you going out there to change the oil. Can you show me how to change the oil on the
Yes.
car?" Fuck yeah, come on, I'll show you.
I don't think that you shouldn't. Okay,
Because
so
that's life skills shit.
I don't think you should not teach females male roles, and I don't think that you should not teach males female roles, traditional, quote unquote traditional. Because if you look at it, right, traditional female roles, seamstress, right, sewing, fashion, right, cooking. Look right now, go into any restaurant right now, any restaurant, and I guarantee you, we're in California, but I guarantee you go into any restaurant right now, there's a man cooking.
Most chefs
Yeah,
are
but
like,
most
And
chefs
even
are
deeper than
male.
that, look, even deeper than that, Mexican dude. And it don't matter what restaurant it is, he in the kitchen, wrist twisting like it's stir fry. Them motherfuckers putting it down like that.
Cook your
How many
stir fry
times-
last time you got some?
How many times have we ever seen a female tailor? Men walk into the store to get their suits tailored up, right?
I've never had. Well,
I've
the
never.
dude that did my, it was a dude that did all my measurements. I don't know who altered the clothes.
The dude,
I don't know.
that same dude, who did your tailoring when you got your suit? It's
Oh, yeah,
always
yeah.
a dude.
because I gotta feel your nuts.
It is
Side
that
of
guy.
I'm saying the guy
Because
that
he's
does
putting
all
his
the
name
shit.
on it.
Yeah,
I know this because I have a tailor. He has my tailor.
Hey, bottom line, that's I don't know if a dude is that way, I feel like that is not good masculinity. If we talking good and bad masculine, all the roles are stupid.
It's just a bag.
Go wash your own dish, man. It ain't got nothing to do with being a man.
But the funny shit
Watch
is,
the baby. You can't babysit a kid.
Okay, baby.
so am I
Come on,
toxic
man.
though? Am I toxic?
How about
Because
before that though? But
Clean the
add
kitchen.
you have to add context.
Are you toxic because you don't clean the kitchen?
Yes. If
Okay.
this is
But am I
why.
toxic
This is why.
for
This is why.
only doing the yard work?
No, this is
Right. Now, if you
Right,
but
right,
that's
right,
different.
right.
If you split up the jobs,
no,
I
that's
do this, you do that. That's different. But if you're like, no, I will never do it because I'm a man, and if I'm just never doing it,
Right. Okay. But
no
if you
matter
say,
what,
okay, so
because I'm a man.
okay, so but so
Not because it's
let's merge the two.
I didn't say
Wait.
there
Let's
was
merge the
never
two.
a decision to
Let's
split up.
wait. Let's merge the two. Let's say, well, you ain't never finna pump no gas. You ain't never finna cut no grass. I'm finna do that shit because I'm a fucking man. I'm never washing a motherfucking dish. It's not gonna happen.
That's like you said. That's splitting it up. So that's different. That's an agreement, man.
But what's wrong with that? Because your reasoning behind it is the same. I'm the man, so I'm not doing it. And you're a woman, so you're not doing it.
Now,
But
what
I'm
if
sure she feels
you
like
know
that.
how to cook better than she does, and she's hella good at fixing cars?
And then just split.
Handle
Can
it.
you switch them?
I need a oil change.
Then if you can cook better than your wife, then I'm pretty sure you're never gonna say to her, I'm never good.
Okay, on that topic,
I'm just saying.
do you think
So the
Gordon-
role
like
itself
you're a
isn't
chef.
a role.
do you think
Uh,
Gordon
like
Ramsay's wife
Let's
is
not
doing the
put
cooking at the house or Gordon Ramsay?
No, she's probably done. She's probably like, I'm not dealing with
She
that.
ain't made it.
Do you actually know who's cooking at their house?
I don't
Might
know.
not even be
The
it.
kids.
No, a sous chef.
I was gonna say,
That
might not even
nigga's
be it.
balling. He's cussing
He's
somebody out in his
so
kitchen.
rich.
No, stupid.
What is this?
What? You call this a sandwich?
Okay.
What is this?
Even before
Now
you
look,
became
Now
a
look,
barber.
I'll take both of these pieces of bread and put them right here on you. And now what we call you a stupid sandwich? That's what you are. What are you?
I'm just saying,
I'm with you.
Like,
I think.
to be real, if you're the best at it, why would someone in the other person in the relationship be like, fuck that, I'm too doing it?
If you're the best at it,
Just
watch this.
because
No,
it's
here,
a-
wait, let me answer that.
Unless you're
Let me
balling,
an- let me
you
answer
hire
that. Let me
someone.
answer that.
I agree
Let
with
me
that.
answer that. We're not talking about ballers. We're talking about regular people like us. So unless you're the best at it, so look, you are not the best. You're not the best. You're not the best at doing this thing, but you insist on doing it over your wife anyway. And you have never asked her to teach you to be better than her. You are officially a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, what I'm saying? Like all this.
You're a
shit
bitch
about
ass nigga.
toxic masculinity. Like you can literally put a woman in that just doing that kind of stuff. You're like, yeah, you're not a good person. You know what I mean? Like it's just not.
Let me ask you this though. Let me tell you from my personal side. Lynn just naturally does
I'm good.
all the stuff that they say that
Because she was raised traditionally.
she just wants to do the stuff.
She was traditionally raised. That's
She
why.
doesn't want me to cook. She doesn't want me to like. So it's like
Okay.
Even though she works,
even though she wants,
even though she works the same amount of hours as you, it makes almost as much money as you. It makes almost as much money as you.
more.
I'm not bragging about.
Wait
this.
a minute, hold the phone. What in the name of traditional did you just say? What?
Works more, makes more money, and still
Works more, makes more, submits more than every American woman.
This is a hatchet job. I'm out of here.
Noonie foo foo. Noonie goo goo. That's horrible.
Bro, shit. That's the way it is.
No, I'm
Right?
just
That
saying.
works in your shit, right? That
I
works
think
in your
that if-
relationship.
Honestly,
Because they
correct, it
because
works
she has
for us.
traditional
So
values.
for real, back to the legacy thing and the honor thing. If I'm leading the shit with love and integrity and all
Right.
of the list,
Yep.
that doesn't. It's not a problem. Because if I'm not honorable, if I'm just like making her take out the trash and clean up dog poop in the backyard for some power trip. But if
Right.
I'm really like trying to manage things in a loving way, you know what I'm saying, with integrity, honor, the whole list, those things just work themselves out in a good way. You know what I'm
That's why
saying?
it isn't anything, because the person in your relationship identifies with that and understands
Right.
that that's the way they want to go. That's the way they want it to be.
So look, this kind of flows right into the next topic. How much does a woman's money matter to you?
I don't care at all.
In the sense of,
So you're single right now. No. Right now, you're single as it is. We're all single. Hypothetical scenario. All four of us, we out. Meet some chicks tonight. Chicks like,
I'm jumping on the baller chick. I'm taking her dibs.
Yeah, I mean, if I can put dibs on the
Okay,
baller chick,
so-
I probably would.
okay, so then,
I didn't say it like that.
If
I
I
mean,
all right, look, hold on. I'm allergic to y'all bullshit. Just for the record.
because he had a good point.
No, I'm allergic
if
to
we're
y'all
putting
bullshit.
dibs,
Why?
Bullshit.
Why?
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 Because he had dibs.
No, why are you jumping on the baller chick?
Me?
Yeah. Why does her money matter?
It's just as easy to fall in love with a poor chick as a rich chick. But you asked originally, does it matter?
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna
If
tell
I'm
you
in
straight
love
up and
with
down.
somebody,
In 2023, you can go ahead and decide to fight with the baller chick if you want to. That bitch has a dick bigger than my motherfucking leg, and I'm not doing it. That's why that hoe is single. And that's why that bitch is single right now. She's not a good woman. She's not a good woman. She's a punk ass bitch with a lot of money. That's a punk bitch with a lot of money. That's not a good woman.
Every woman that has money is not a good person.
How long has she been single for?
No, see that.
We can go through the. Look, how much time you got? How much time you got? How much time do you got?
You're making too many assumptions, bro.
You fucking put her
Watch.
a divorce.
Are you ready?
Because she got
Are you
a
ready?
job,
Are you ready?
she got
I'm Mac
hired at good
I'm Mac different than y'all. I'm Mac different than y'all. I'm Mac different. This is why I'm swag master number 1 and he's swag master number 13.
Why you're the vice president.
I am the vice president because I stepped down and was tiring of a job having all of them secretaries trying to get to the old office.
Are you saying that a chick with money is not a good person? Just in general,
No.
yes or no?
Not at all.
That's kind of
That was a joke.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Now I can listen more.
That was a
Now I
joke.
can listen to what you're
That
saying.
was a joke. That was a joke based on all of the boss bitches out here that are single right now. And they're single because they're hella fucking masculine. That was a joke. 100%.
Now I
Talking
understand
about
what you're
a
saying.
very specific, like, look. That's what they do to Andrew Tate, right? They're gonna take and they're gonna clip that part that I said, and they're gonna say I'm misogynist.
And they're never.
But
Yeah, but a boss bitch is
not a good woman.
no.
She's a bitch. She's a bitch.
Why the fuck you gonna call yourself?
You called yourself a bitch. You called yourself a bitch. So I can't
That's
respect
how I
you as a
look at
woman.
it.
I can't respect you as a woman if you call yourself a bitch. Period. Point blank.
Now what if she's a lesbian? She's like a man. She identifies as a man.
Well, she ain't gonna.
Then what the fuck is? Where do we come in there?
I don't know, but I'm just saying that she still
Is she gay?
Is she
Does
she have her own
She
legacy?
identifies as a man. Okay, is she gay?
And why is she gonna call
So
herself
she
a
identifies as a gay man.
She's got a bad chick.
So
Then what does that have to do with us?
I don't know.
You're asking us what fucking females think. I don't fucking know what vaginas
But
think.
she's a man. She's a man. Like,
No, she's not. No, she's not. As previously stated, she has a mental health illness.
some of them.
Have mental health illnesses. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
We're drifting. What's the question right now? Where's the list?
There's a woman.
That
What
was
happened
like-
to the list?
There's a woman. No, we're done.
Oh, no, we
It's
moved
not-
on to
List
the.
over.
Yeah.
That was a
There's
sub
woman-
list.
Hey, I forgot.
No, he's moved on to
forgot.
the list of topics.
Chick with money. How important is money? Okay. I stand by the original thing. I don't care, man. If you
Looks
got
and
no
money.
money,
Looks and money both.
I have to be
Looks.
attracted to you, though.
Looks.
If I'm
I
not
gotta be
attracted to you,
attracted.
Yeah, you want
And
to
the
be
looks,
attracted.
looks of a chick to me could be different than the looks of the chick that you want.
Well, it's
All
like
right, wait. So looks matter. Looks matter.
Looks matter to every fucking
Well,
human on this planet.
But when, all right, so since looks matter, when do we roll out? Because we're tired of the way this bitch looks now.
No.
Or
Now,
look the
now it's
same.
loyalty.
No.
Now it's back to loyalty.
Now it's back to loyalty.
It's you the time.
Because now if I'm with you and you
Bro,
become
as far as I
unattractive,
remember, the rollout time is determined based on the look we give each other, or the hand signal, or
Yeah.
the fucking.
There's gotta
just,
be
hey,
that
bro, I'm
attraction.
ready to bounce
There
on
has
this
to
chick,
be. That's why
and that's time to move.
I wrote down that like there has to be an attraction, but it's like it's not everything as far as like what's gonna make me want to be. It might make me want to be tonight.
But it's not gonna make you want to
Yeah,
stay.
exactly.
yes. But now, 10 years from now, you get into a car accident, broke your legs amputated, your face scarred up. Do I leave now? Don't I have loyalty to this person?
You have loyalty to the person, so you stay with them. Absolutely, but keep fuck somebody else.
Can I still buy the spot?
If she
Can.
fuck somebody else.
Can I still stick it in the amputee?
Yes.
Is there,
No.
is there shit
No,
broken
she
off?
broke her pussy off.
Pussy
Oh,
broke?
Her pussy was broken off.
But see, she's got a mouth.
She is a Barbie doll.
Is there a mouth?
Nope. You
She got no
You have to
mouth.
feed her through a feeding tube, like Darth, like not
Oh,
Darth,
she's
like
like-
Deadpool on Wolverine.
Okay. Does she tell me to go fuck somebody else? Or
She,
do I ask her?
she blinks to you in Morse code that you cannot understand. That you can't keep trying to stick that in my nose. I'm gonna choke to death.
But does she tell me
Did
to
her
go fuck
hands
somebody
disappear?
else?
Do her hands.
Did her hand, like, is she stubbies on the arms too?
Yeah.
All right.
Always.
The only place that you can fuck is in the crook
Then
of her elbow,
You gotta stick with her.
right here.
You can't cheat on her.
But
If there's anywhere.
when she's really strong, she can flex it real tight and it actually feel like pussy.
Oh my god.
But it's not that deep because she got to squeeze it tight to her body. So you only get that much
But
arm
you go
pussy.
between the arm and the armpit.
That's all you get is this much arm pussy right here. Now you can't go between the arm and the armpit because you tried that before and your hip hit her in the chin and you separated one of her vertebrae.
Okay.
No, her shoulder's bad and you tried to do it from the back one time and you dislocated her shoulder when you were trying to hit her shoulder.
So,
I got the answer.
You popped it out.
I think it needs to go. Because there's a discussion that needs to be had. Depending on where we're at.
well, to
Now-
be honest,
now-
too,
now-
if she really loves you too, she would identify some of your needs besides the needs of you taking care of
But
her.
that was my next question. What is her? Is she mentally impaired now, or is she still kind of
No,
like
100%.
sharp?
100%.
Sharp. She's sharp.
She just got both of her motherfuckers.
Yeah.
She can't use this arm no more. This arm ain't got no strength in it except for every once in a while she can squeeze it tight so you can get that arm
Then
pussy.
to me,
Both of these motherfuckers is knocked
No,
off.
she's at the waist.
Her pussy was knocked
She's at
all
the
the way
waist.
complete. Oh, she's not wasted.
She's at the waist.
She's wasted.
This is golf.
She's wasted. She ain't got no puss.
but look,
She got a dookie
If
hole that
she's
fall out
sharp
of
in
her
her
belly
mind-
button. Where her belly button used to be, it's a dookie
okay,
hole now.
I got it. But now, if
You
she's
gonna take
sharp
care of
in
the
her
dookie
mind,
hole?
if she's sharp in her mind, I'm not even gonna cheat on her or bring it up unless she specifically tells me to go fuck somebody. I'm just gonna ride it out
You just ain't gonna fuck them.
It just depends on how old I think you are.
because to me, that's back to loyalty. I'm not gonna hit up somebody and say, "Hey, can I go start fucking other chicks?" Because you're hideously disfigured.
What if
And
okay?
it's bad enough. She
Alright.
ain't fucking no more either.
Not even like that. Not even like idiot.
But what if sex didn't matter to her?
She can't.
What if sex never mattered to her? It wasn't a big deal for her, but it was a huge deal for you. Huge deal. It was actually no. It was actually a deal breaker for you. That if you guys couldn't fucking have threesomes for the rest of your life, you were out.
I mean, that's a
But she fucking lost half her body.
Yeah. And so now can I go and have threesomes with other bitches and still come home?
Didn't
still
you
have
say?
a threesome though? She's there, another chick.
Loophole.
Boom.
Loophole.
The other chick can support her
Loophole.
shoulder so you can hit it
Okay.
harder.
That's
Now
a
it's
loophole.
butthole shoulder.
That's a loophole right there.
So the chick squeezes her tight and holds her shoulder in so it's tight as a butthole. And you get the pussy armpit in the butt.
Agreement. She's not dead.
We're calling in a helper.
She could do sex.
It's called the fucking sex assistant. And you can say how good you like it still because
You're the
coherent.
commander. Tell her, look, you're the referee. You know what I'm saying?
And even with the waist gone, you might be able to find something that makes her get stimulated.
That'd be gross for those who are
You
lower
guys
intestine.
are sick.
Too cute.
Look, man.
Hey,
So you're
He's
trying
the
to
one
find
that says
any
she's
way to
chopped in
cheat
half.
on her, though.
he said she's chopped in half.
He said the pussy was broke. I was just trying to get there. Like,
Well, you were trying to say why her pussy was broke, but you didn't want to say why her pussy was broke.
We just didn't want to get
I could have found a
Well, I
destination
thought
for
it was
pussy.
a quadruple
Because it was a piece of hot metal that came when it knocked her legs off. One of them flicked out and hit her pussy, cauterized that motherfucker right close.
But the straight up, the real answer is, I would be willing to not have sex anymore ever.
I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think, to me, if I'm riding with somebody, that's more than sex.
yeah.
That's
That's
what
what we're
it is.
talking about. It's the whole looks thing.
I'm a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it's not all-
I'm a douchebag. Call me a trash bag. Fuck, I don't care whatever it is. I've told every female that I've ever been in a relationship with that sex is important as fuck to me, and I need
That is
NEED. I need that shit. I will not be
Let me
productive
ask you
without
this though. You get into an accident, your dick falls off.
I'm dead.
No.
I'm a
you're
dead
alive.
man.
You're alive.
I'm a dead
You're
man.
alive.
No, I'm not.
Can she go fuck other dudes?
No, I'm a dead man.
You're alive. Your
Nice,
dick
nice.
fell off.
No.
You're still alive.
You realize you're talking to me.
Your dick fell off. You're still
Right.
alive.
So
Can she go fuck other dudes?
she can fuck all of the other dudes because I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Because you're gonna kill yourself.
Absolutely.
Because your arm
I'm
fell
rolling
off.
out.
Your arm fell off too, and you can't even find a way to kill yourself.
So
You're stuck.
same scenario happened to me. I got stubbed out.
Yeah.
Stubbed out.
At the waist.
Oh,
stubbed
I got
out.
wasted.
You stubbed out.
I'm wasted.
Hey, wait, no.
I'm over here as Nubs Lewis.
Finger paralyzed.
I'm Nubs Lewis though, right?
Love you, love.
Fine. Bitch, get this stub.
Got this house
Bitch, you getting this.
stuff
You
on.
getting it. She gonna have to. I'm
Okay,
gonna
you got
roll over
fingers
on my
though.
side,
Yeah.
and she gonna have to ride that little elbow nub
So
and
she
squirt on my
so
face,
she
and that's
can't
gonna
go-
make my butthole come
so she
somehow.
can't
I don't know. Or where my butthole used to be.
Fuck anybody else.
No,
There it is. This is what we're talking about.
because sex is important to me and not to her. If she said that sex is as important to her as it is to me, then I wouldn't marry her.
So if she said sex was important to her,
As,
you wouldn't have married her?
as important, if sex is as important to a female as it is to me, I don't want to marry her. Nope.
That's how she
Nope.
helped
Nope.
you.
I can't. Nope.
How does she help you
I've
with
been
that?
with so many females that literally, there's some females niggas can't keep you. You can't keep up with all these chicks. Not go. You can't keep up with all of them. You can't keep up with all of them. I'm the realest nigga that anybody's ever seen on the internet, and you can't keep up with all of them. At 45 years old, if a chick, I say I need sex like 2-3 times a day, and if a chick tells me all right, cool, but I need it like 45 minutes to an hour each time, I don't have that much fucking time, first and foremost. And being fair, I'm not doing that. Because you're going to expect 3 hours a day. Anywhere between 2 to 3 hours of sex from me a day. Because I expect to bust 3 nuts a day. It takes me 7 minutes to bust 3 nuts. I didn't even need you. I bust them same 3 nuts without you in 19 minutes. I bust this the thumbnails, bitch. You need romance, kisses, caresses, all kind of shit.
Can we
I'm
all
not
think
doing
about
all that.
who here is having sex 3 times a day?
That's what, bruh.
That's too much, dog.
That's all I'm saying.
Sorry.
That's all I'm saying.
That's too much.
I've been there before, dog. I'm not doing that shit. I've been there.
I could. I have. Yes.
As a
but
young man.
like
As a young man.
Just having sex 3 times a day.
As
for
a
you,
young man.
that's
Yes.
gonna work, man. That
as a young man that only had one job, no hustle, and nothing else to do, I could wake up in the morning, hit some pussy, get home from work, hit some pussy, and then go to bed and hit some old pussy.
Yeah, young man, that doesn't count.
I'm not even coming home until I'm going to bed now.
Old man, I can wake up, get some pussy.
I can wake up and get
I
some
can
pussy.
come home from lunch, get some pussy.
I can't do that because my pussy's not.
How long could you sustain having sex for a day? How many days?
Every day. Oh, I can do that every day, bro.
For how long?
As long as I
For
want
years?
to.
I could fuck 3 times a day with my pussy in the house.
Like, okay.
With my pussy in the house, I can fuck 3 times a day.
Okay.
But that's it though.
We're not
But
talking
that's it.
about
But still,
I'm
that's a
saying
lot.
Are we talking about?
That's a lot. And for a female, females don't be satisfied after the little 7 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't be satisfied after that.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to satisfy her over and over again. And I ain't trying to be no bitch ass nigga.
So girls have a real-
I'm trying to make her bust enough. So all right, so wait, hold on. Let's bring this up. Look. Oh, wait. Let's bring this up. Let's bring this up. This is something that I brought up to my chick. You motherfuckers pay attention. Because a lot of you bitches still owe us a lot of motherfucking cum right now. You owe us hella nuts. How many times have you had sex with a chick and she done nutted 3, 4, 5, 6 times? And you came once. Once.
I only have one.
Once. And they be complaining when we come once and they don't come at all. Bitch, I done banked up like 13 of them. What are you talking about? You still owe me like 38 nuts.
But
No,
you supposed to take care of that.
you owe me 38 nuts. No, you supposed to take
I
care
know
of
what
that.
he's saying. He's trying to get a bank going.
He's trying to have like a credit card.
Yeah.
So
it
he's
don't
saying
work
he's trying
that
to
way.
have those rollover minutes.
Look,
You ain't got no
Yes,
rollover, man.
yes, you do. That's when you get head, bruh. That's when you get head and don't have to do shit. You be like, bitch, you already know that you only had to have your motherfucking ass squirting all
Bill
over.
Clinton said
You
that.
got
ain't
all
sex.
of the motherfucking
Bill
blankets where
Clinton
you
said that's not sex. So we're not talking about getting head. Bill Clinton said that's not sex.
Yeah, but
He said that wasn't sex. I did not have sex with that woman.
No, he's an idiot. He said he didn't have sexual relations.
That's what
And
he
that's
said.
exactly what he did.
He related to her sexually.
He should have said I didn't have
He
sex.
didn't
Did not have
sexual
sex with that
relations.
woman.
That's what he should have said.
He didn't have sexual relations. He had oral copulation.
That's what he did have.
I did not have sex with that woman.
All right, so what is?
I gotta leave at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna just let y'all know.
20 minutes.
Gay.
I'm just saying.
So,
I got here at 6 o'clock.
all right, so let's breeze through the rest of these then. Goddamn it.
I don't know if we can breathe.
All right, so
It seemed like we breezed through any time.
We're killing this, by the way.
let's talk about
Whoever's getting this for free is getting it. Great.
everybody's getting this for free.
They are.
They're all getting it.
Everybody.
Hey,
Just subscribe to our channel.
is there a donate button?
Click those like buttons,
What's the deal with cheating?
and we'll have merch coming
Is
next.
it bad or good or what's it?
What is cheating? So first and foremost, what is cheating? What would you define as cheating? If a dude, wait. If a dude and a female have an understanding, they do make
It's
shit.
already not cheating. Whatever you're about to say.
I'm prefacing it with that. Like if
You said they have an understanding.
right. So if you would,
Are you talking about an open relationship?
no, if you and your wife have an understanding that she's not going to investigate the shit that you do when you're off on your voice. You're always on voice.
Every fucking Friday, she's like, you got the hall pass.
Not necessarily that. Not necessarily that. But she takes the stance of, I am not going to be that chick that thinks that my prestigious fucking husband that I love and I want to fuck. I'm not going to think that there's other chicks that aren't going to want to fuck this dude when he goes to Miami. And I'm not going to think that he doesn't get head in Miami. He probably does. He tells me he goes to strip clubs.
So she didn't
He
say
tells
you
me-
could cheat, but
he
she
tells
said
me-
she's not going to
Letting
investigate.
you get close and she's not.
She's just saying, to me, I don't give a fuck unless he's talking to this bitch in a
Did
relationship.
she specifically say I don't give a fuck if you have sex with
Did you
somebody?
hear what I just said?
Unless you like
Yeah.
that. She doesn't want
Did
you
you
to
hear what I just
emotionally
said?
cheat.
Unless you're talking to this bitch and all of that. If you just go out to wherever you go out to, and I know that you fuck random bitches in all of these places, whatever. I don't want you talking to that same bitch in Las Vegas all the time.
And you're asking me.
That's their.
The question is
look,
that cheating?
That's their arrangement, right? So they talk about all that shit. Outside of that, what's cheating?
Outside of
Well,
that,
cheating is fucking violating any arrangement you've had with the person in your relationship.
Go with that.
violating any sort of agreement you
So
have.
if that arrangement is there, like I'm not going to investigate anything and this and that, but we both unspokenly know that something is most likely going to go down.
I mean,
Then it's all good because why? I already said I ain't gonna trip on that. But I'm gonna trip on the moment you're texting a bitch or friends with her on Instagram, hitting her up, liking pictures, or you're investing your time when you're at home with me in that shit, then you're violating it.
Okay.
You're violating it.
Okay. So you fucked this bitch when you was in Vegas. I wasn't tripping about that shit. But here it is, 4 months later, you messaging this bitch on Instagram. Talking about, oh yeah, next time I come back to Vegas, I'm finna come and see you.
No, so to me,
That's cheating.
if you're fucking doing it though, if you
agreement they have, I think
That's cheating.
but the thing is you just
That's
wait.
not cheating.
because I've already
Wait. Just for the sake of it, who thinks it's cheating and who thinks it's not cheating for whenever you guys fucking watch this shit later on? They got the arrangement. You fucked the bitch in Vegas. It wasn't tripping. Your wife was like, yeah, whatever you fuck bitch in Vegas about. But then, for whatever reason, his phone rings and she picks it up and she sees at the top a message popped up from Instagram and it's the bitch from Vegas. She's like, gets nosy, finds out this bitch is talking about fucking with this nigga when he goes back to Vegas. Is he cheating because he's gonna fuck this bitch when he goes back to Vegas? Yes or no?
Under the terms of that agreement, I'm gonna be out in the wind. So what if I'm making a plan for when I'm out there?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you already said when I go to Vegas, you don't care. I'm not bringing it here.
But
I am going back to Vegas.
She didn't say don't be texting these bitches like you're trying to make a relationship.
I'm not trying to make a relationship. I'm just going back to Vegas.
She texted him.
I know, but you gave her the number. You guys communicated. You guys were like, hey, hit me up later, type of thing.
So ultimately, you should just get their number, not have them have the ability to communicate with you. So then when you're flying into Vegas, you can be like, hey, me and my boy's about to drop down in Vegas. Let's hook
But
up.
also, I would say I think agreements like that
That's too,
are dumb.
it's too close.
It's too
to
many
the
things.
line.
Either I can or I can't be with other
Yeah, the
chicks.
line's not straight. It's
If
like,
I can,
you're good here,
then
but I don't
stop
know you.
stressing. Don't investigate me.
Then where does the cheating line? Where's the cheating line drawn? What's cheating and what's not
Cheating
cheating?
is any time you break agreed upon rule.
Yeah.
Any game, any sport, any relationship. If you have agreed upon rule and you break it,
You don't
you cheated.
Exactly.
Get around the rule. Don't make a rule. That's what I'm saying. The rule is dumb. You can do it sometimes, you can't do it other times. Don't text me, do text me. Like, I don't know, man. Look,
That's just too convoluted.
you're my number one. You're the starter. She's on the bench. I don't know. How do you want to phrase this? You're ahead of her on the depth chart. Like, I don't know. But
cheating is also defined in your relationship. You know, like me, I choose to not do shit.
I don't cheat.
I could,
I'm not a
but
cheater.
so could my fucking wife. As long as you're alive and fucking there's people of opposite sex, everybody can be fucking whoever they want, no matter what.
Before I was in a committed relationship, I would specifically tell people we're not in a committed relationship because I don't want to be a cheater. I'm not a cheater.
Well,
if I'm with you, then I'm gonna be with you. But if I'm not with you, I'm gonna tell you, look, I'm not committed to this. I'm not there yet. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna tell you I'm there if I'm not there. I'm not there yet. Let me get there, but right now I'm not there yet. So we gotta have an understanding. This ain't that. Because I don't like cheating. I'm not cheating. Why am I gonna tell somebody I'm committed and then go off and not be committed? That don't make no sense. Now I'm not a man. Now I'm dishonoring myself. I have no honor on my own self. My man as a man, my word ain't nothing.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. I think that there are exceptions that's not cheating. So, for example, you or your wife, either one, you need. It is a need. It's literally a need. Before you guys ever got married, you first met, when you first started fucking, you were like, oh, you don't do that? Or she was like, oh, you don't do that? You're like, no, but I need that. It was like, I don't do that. It was like, oh, you'll do it over time. It's like, no, I'm not telling you right now, I'm never going to do that. Then it's never really a thing. You fall in love, you really want to be together. And then it's like, but I need that. And she's like, no. I told you, no. Go get it somewhere else. Because it's never going to be here, no. Or vice versa. He's like, no, go get it somewhere else. Because I'm never going to do that. I'll still fuck with you. I'll still be with you. If you have that kind of communication, then
that's not cheating.
That's not cheating. That's not cheating. And it's
okay.
And it's
made a
okay.
rule that you're not breaking the rule.
You established the parameters of what was available to each of you, or not available.
Yes. Yes.
And every relationship creates their own rules. Because there could be relationships where it's like, hey, we're only gonna fucking have threesomes. Well, does it reverse? Does it reverse to where you can have a second dude in here?
Right.
Does it, or does it stay
What
to
kind of
where
threesome you talking about, goddamn?
I can have two chicks all the time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. No, I'm just saying, like,
hey,
every relationship has
we can make that agreement.
If your lady does,
You gotta look.
that's in your relationship.
Wait, that's an option? That's an option?
But that, exactly.
You
Use
got
the scientific method to observe.
That question I need to
Hypothesis. Question.
All right, look. Here goes the last thing right here. We're going to talk about, y'all. We're going to wrap this shit up. When are we going to start using AI to make fucking millions of dollars like all of these fucking kids on YouTube?
I'm not
So this is
selling
it.
that on the podcast.
This is what my challenge is right here. I challenge all three of you openly that we meet up the next time within a week and we sit down and do the same thing we do. We sat down for all of these hours and we make four different. You do one, you do one, you do one, I do one. We all help each other do it until we have 4 different AI businesses that we've started.
So
I don't care how much.
You're saying AI business, or you saying AI doesn't work for me?
Yep. There's businesses that you can build.
Yeah.
There's
If
businesses
we can
that you
make a
build.
business that AI is my employee,
There are businesses that you can build using AI that are fully automated after you build them using AI.
yeah, I mean, here's okay. You asked 2 different things right there. You gave a proposal. I'm with the proposal. But now back to the first question: when are we going to start getting rich off it? It's the problem that always happens. Once something is known, it's almost too late because you have Google, Microsoft, all the big gazillionaire companies are putting all of their engineers and their programmers and everything behind the same exact business thing.
They're
So
just developing AI, not the business you're developing with
but
AI.
it quickly excludes almost everybody. Every time.
But
I'm just saying I'm not saying we're excluded
that way. It's like, well, any idea you think of, then it's too late to do that business.
Almost. It is literally almost.
Yeah, but
Because by the time you thought of it,
first, better. What were the rules? You could be the same. You were either the first, you were better, and there was like 2 other rules in business to be successful.
No, and I'm not saying you can't apply the rules of business, but what I am saying is we now, as a human society, are reached the point with all business endeavors, the amount of capital it takes to really start most businesses these days excludes the vast amount of people from even getting in the game to begin with. Because there's no like simple business anymore that you can even start. And this is only going to get worse. Like you take a simple thing like starting a restaurant. How are you going to compete when robots is back there when you got your two
Yeah,
little.
smarter than the people that are developing programs to build the fucking robots.
Just saying.
for the purpose.
You have
I
to.
believe
on that,
I believe that we are smarter than. So look, so here, let's just go with some facts right here. Let's go with some facts right. With the three men that are sitting in here, in this room, with your father, I can fix anything.
That's true.
Yeah,
Literally.
that guy.
It's your father. He's your fucking father. You have to have some of that shit.
Some of it, yeah,
You have to. I'm telling you right now, literally, me and your dad never did it before. Help me change his transmission. Oh, okay. We start changing the transmission. I'm like, you know what the fuck you're doing? He's like, no. What? So we switched tranny out. Never did it before. Ever.
But it's telling you how to somebody
Engine, same fucking
told
thing.
you how to do it.
He did.
That's
He
what
read
I'm
the
saying.
book and figured it out.
yeah, but he
You don't
also
He
always have
read
a
the
book, though.
book.
There's not always a book. Let's be real.
He
Sometimes
read
they
the
just jump
book
in.
and figured it out. Right now, today in 2023, YouTube is the fucking book. YouTube is the book. You're your dad. Read the book and figure it out. Between the two of us, I'm pretty sure we can do it. Yeah, you're not your dad, but you're half of your dad. Me and you. How many times have we come together on several different ventures at work? Literally built a website together. That was a lucrative website that only failed because I lost my fucking phone in prison. In prison.
I'm not saying we can't be successful.
And
I'm
how
just
many
saying-
years, how many decades, and how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars have me and you made together?
bro, it's all about creating the correct plan.
But it's like he said though, you either are first, which is what we're kind of talking about with the chat,
You ain't first, you last.
or we're better.
Shake it, baby. Shake it,
So,
baby.
so you
First you shake
analyze. If you aren't first, then you analyze the people that are winning and how they're winning. The people that are first in that industry. You analyze that. You take what they do to win and look at something that you can tweak to make it win better. That's all it is.
I don't even give a fuck about it win better. I'm a sum two motherfucker. Hey, what you get over there? Hey, let me get some too. Let me get some too. How much you got? $1 million? Man, let me get some so I can get 50,000. Let me get that.
And that's
Oh, I didn't have to do shit. I didn't have to do shit. Yes, he's a billionaire off of it, and I only got $50,000. But hey, it's 50 grand. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. Easy work, man.
I'm not against it. Yeah. I'm just saying we have to try to either innovate or go back and do something better than somebody else already did. Because even if you getting some of what they're getting, you're gonna how are you gonna get it? You got to take them somewhere. There's only so much getting spent.
well, that's called taking some market share.
You got to take some market share.
So Nike has 96%. I'm going to take 5% of that and make them have 91 now. 5% of market share of the shoe industry, that's billions and billions. You're doing good as a small
I'll
company.
take that 5%.
You understand? You know, like even 1%. You just start your company and you're getting 0.5% of $1 billion industry market share. Like that's what it's really about. You start it off and you
But
build
even
from there.
let's say even that though, even the process of selling a shoe costs a huge amount of capital to design a shoe, make the shoe, manufacture, distribute the shoe,
Well, actually,
market the shoe,
it doesn't
freaking
cost
put it there.
as much.
It's just like
As much. You have to have people jump on that idea, and you get more and more capital to make it happen. You just
I'm
have
not
to
saying it has to all be
have
your capital.
You just
but
have
the
to
capital-
have the idea.
The capital has to be there, and then for them to say your idea of something simple like a shoe, you have to have something, either a name that you're selling, like Kanye, or you have something to be like, why should I take
Or
your
you
idea?
improve the technology. You've made something work
Or I made
better,
the shoe better.
or how you're making it with what materials you're making it. You know, and that's all things you have to look at if you're going to jump into anything. You
Hey.
look at how you're going to make your shit fit the niche you're trying to build.
Speaking of, I just talked to a dude yesterday, paid like $200 on his shoes. just because they were sustainably made.
That's what. Bro,
So if we
there's
made some green T-shirts or something, it was not, nobody in the rainforest was
That's
abused.
but again, like that, you're on some billionaire shit. Like, yeah, if you want to be Kanye West and fucking get in front of
Just
everything
saying.
and make the billions of dollars, but here's the thing: why not start here now, where we can, and make whatever the fuck it is? It's $500 fucking dollars. Why not do that?
Give me an example of this ChatGPT business. Any of them.
I literally had my daughter write a book in a weekend.
So
all we have to do is sell the book now.
authors.
And even farther than that, ChatGPT will tell you how to fucking sell the book. I haven't gotten into that part yet. I ain't got fucking time. ChatGPT will tell you how to do everything. They'll teach you how to make a fucking drop shipping business, fucking motherfucking what's it called, print to fucking shit business, fucking real estate shit, bro. You know how many fucking ideas I see on the internet all the fucking time where these motherfuckers are making billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they're making other motherfuckers millions and millions of dollars. Andrew Tate has his Hustlers University where he has like 120,000 fucking people in that bitch. And you sign up for that shit, and it's fucking like 20 different ways that you can make money right now on the internet without having to do shit. And there's motherfuckers, there's kids on there, teenagers, 15, 16, 17, that are like, I don't go to school anymore. I don't have to. Rich. Made $20,000 last month and $50,000 the month before that. I'm gonna make $60,000 this month. Like I retired my parents. Like, I'm getting it.
Are you in the Hustler University?
I was, but I couldn't figure out how to use it. I told you I'm not savvy like that.
How do you mean you can't figure out how to use it?
I'm not smart enough.
It's an app or like what is
It's
it?
smart as it's like a Discord.
It's like a paid to membership shit.
It's like a Discord. It's like a Discord server. And so you go into there, and then there's hella tabs on the side that say all of the different shit that you could do. And then you go in there, you watch the videos, and then I don't know what you're supposed to do after you watch the videos. That's the part that I got lost in. I watched the videos, but you have to do after that. But there's shit like,
man. I'm not opposed to getting rich. I'm not opposed to it.
I'm just
I
saying.
prefer it actually.
There's this other shit that I've seen where there's this dude and not a dude, there's a female and her baby daddy, her husband now. They sell houses. No, they don't sell houses. They do Airbnbs with houses that they don't own.
That's the real thing.
Yeah. And they teach how to do it. And it's like, yeah, just come and watch. And they've been trying to get me to watch the seminar for free. But I know if I watch it for free, I'm not going to know what the fuck I'm watching.
Seminar for that.
Well, then let's do the shit.
Do you know somebody owns property that'll let you Airbnb their spot out?
Oh, see, that's the whole part that you're talking about. They say you don't have to do that. That's the part that I can't watch the seminar for.
That's not true.
No, it is true. They teach you how to find the shit. They teach you. The thing is, they literally say we teach you how to find the properties.
Okay, so they're gonna tell you how to approach the property owners. You still got it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying like, oh, it's impossible. I'm just saying I've already looked into that hustle, and I was like, man, I don't want to be involved with people like that. Like, it was like,
I do. So let's get into it. That's why we do it together. Because I'll do that. I'll go and meet with these motherfuckers. Just like you didn't want to talk to anybody, and I talked to everybody sitting on the toilet in the pen on the phone like this. Hey, yes, how are you? Yes, yeah, with that bit security. Yeah, the keyboards.
look, if you want to go, essentially, that's a doable business. I've looked at that. That's a real thing. But like, it just felt too much to me. Like I didn't have control over. Like, cause I'm in somebody else's spot. Like I can't really run a business if I'm just in somebody's house. Like I don't know, man. It just felt like, but it is a doable thing. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do Airbnbs with properties they don't know.
Okay, so why are we doing it?
You just gotta find either like apartment complexes that aren't full, and you tell them, look, you're not full on a consistent basis. Let me use these other apartments. You gotta find some person who rents their spot out and promise them more money than they're already getting. That's the general hustle. So now you rent it out for $2,000. I'll give you $2,500. I'll take everything over the top of that. But the property itself is only going to pull in like maybe $4,000, $4,500. So okay, and then it's like your margin goes way down when you don't own.
Doesn't matter.
So then you have to have
Doesn't
hella
matter.
properties,
Yeah.
lower margins,
wrong with
more growth. I'm just telling you how
So
the
let's
business
do that.
works.
I don't care about that. It's volume. Let's go.
But okay, so let me just tell you the last part of it. So talk to, you got 5 of them signed up. They're like, oh, let's do it. Okay. Those are empty spots.
Okay.
So now you have to have capital to furnish those spots. Beds, couches, TVs, make them a nice spot to stay in. So now you're making a huge capital investment.
Again, all of this shit that I'm telling you, like, that's what these little seminars that we're talking about. Come and watch.
No way around it like that.
Yes, there is, because they're telling you that there is, and they wouldn't be on here for the. They've been telling me for the last 4 months. I would have, somebody like me
So they're
would have
telling you
went in there and said they're full of shit already.
with no money.
Nothing.
They're getting something for nothing.
This is how we did it with
That's not
no money down. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah, they would do it with no money down, but they still
Thing.
have to purchase furnishings.
It's a thing. It's
Like,
a thing.
I can talk you into letting
If
me
you
use your
can,
spot.
bro, you already
You're
know.
gonna buy the furniture too.
You already know that motherfucking places give grants for shit, everything, bro. You know that. You know how shit is. You know donations and all of that shit. You know all of that shit, bro. You know how that shit is. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up for now.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This has been the motherfucking Legacy Mindset. Legacy, man. 3 brothers and a fucking nephew up in this bitch, yo. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already shared this shit, share the fuck out of this shit so we can get this shit busted one time for the one time. If you guys like the content, let us know in the comment section below, or you can get at me at toogswag@gmail.com. Questions, comments, or concerns. We're finna do this shit again real soon, y'all. We're finna bring this shit together a little bit more organized. We're gonna dial this shit in for you. But in the meantime, and in between time, y'all, love and be loved. Stay winning and grinning. Racial unity will save humanity as we know it. One love. I love you. Help each other activate love so we can heal, y'all. Peace. We out.
When do we get our royalty checks for this episode?
Never.